Welcome to Time Flux. We find our adventurers in a very distant future. Past the 3000 AD. What trouble they will get up to, only we know. The time travelers have started to get used to their new powers. Some almost godlike. How will they break time this time? Stay tuned to find out more. Or unless they end existence itself.
Welcome to Time Flux, guys. We are doing another episode. I'm going to start off with a recap and to kind of get you guys back into the vibe of things here. Some of the rules have been updated and you'll see how some of those have changed since they broke my game last time, as they were breaking time at the same time. And
my fault.
It is actually technically my fault as well. I made the rules up. So, but hopefully they won't break them this time. Ironclad.
Wow, that is
Big statement.
wow.
I'm lying to myself. So let's start off with a recap and see who these guys are again and what did they do when they got flung back into time. So, last time we saw our time travelers. They all attended a VIP event to check out a new discovery in the Gabri necropolis in Alexandria. This discovery was a strange metallic bowl, which was clumsily set off by a certain security guard that was meant to stop people from touching important historical finds.
I mean, technically, I stopped everyone from touching it by touching it myself.
True.
Like you touched yourself. Had to, sorry.
I'm going to make a worse joke than that.
So mine was pretty tame compared to what you said. Okay, cool. You are traveling through time and land in the same space you left, but not the same state that you left it in. Guards enter and take you away to a cell. But to some of you, this was just part of an elaborate LARP. It was. Dr. Lossinger managed to, however, escape by being the first of our time travelers tapping into their new powers, and walked out the cell, and the chase ensued. He managed to escape. The others tried to do the same and failed, as they were dragged away to the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh this time was Flung. A boy king, whose sister turns out to be Cleopatra.
What?
What? The couturier charms, said Pharaoh, with his
Of course.
with his charm and his wits and his skill with his hands, creating fine garments, becoming in that moment the Pharaoh's designer.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Time accurate. And Gary Guard, you were shown.
I was also there.
You were also there. You were also there. And instead of torturing and killing you, thanks to the couturier, charming the Pharaoh, he asked you to look into strange occurrences. The reason he was interrogating asked you if you were Roman or whatever, because there was just weird things happening in the city and he thought maybe it was like infiltrators or whatever. So instead of killing or torturing you, he asked you to, and asked the captain of guard to go with you to investigate these strange occurrences that were happening near the sea and near the lighthouse. Nick, in the meantime, managed to steal a bunch of knives in the marketplace and snuff out the city lighthouse flame. Even as a even as a dual time flux, Gary, when he attempted to stop you, putting out the flame, still failed, and you make him look guilty as you lock him in the lighthouse and appear on the opposite side, so it looks like he was the one that snuffed out the light.
Yes, it did.
Before the captain of the guard could investigate this any further, you hear "Ah!" as he disappears, and you see in the water below a blood trail leading up, and you pursued into the water in various ways, either ricocheting off the rock's side itself, or descending down like an angelic figure, or a dolphin.
A dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely remember that,
Oh yeah.
And you realize as you come, you go under the water, especially Nick and Guy, you see these weird lights, and you see as you're under the water this kind of ship. Not like a boat, but something extrastellar. And you go inside and you find a video of a recording by a Damien Starr. And he starts to talk about
But not until you have to skip the ad first. And then...
No, you have to skip the ad
Yeah.
first with what did I call it? VTube?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And after you played it several times.
Yeah. But each time I had to skip
Each time
the
you did it. During this whole time, a creature as Mr. Dr. Lossinger is up to his shenanigans, warps past him, and seeing as his skin starts to go like human-like, but not before seeing these translucent scales, then darting into the water and shooting off. After you decided, after not being bothered and still investigating, finding the body of the Captain of the Guard, and all those shenanigans happen, you do eventually pursue where this lizard folk person could have gone, and you find the tracks leading back to the throne room where some of you met Tommy. But who met you there was the older gentleman that was with an advisor as yes, were you gonna you like pause for breath and
Carry on, mate.
carry on, cheers,
Yeah,
mate.
don't worry.
And it is Pontus who in history was actually an aide to Ptolemy, but maybe leaving out a couple of things, potentially that he was also one of these creatures. Obviously, that's not recorded in the books.
Of course not.
Was he always this kind of creature?
No,
It's, I'm
because
writing. I've got a book, but it's.
But he was very aware
Mm.
that you were not from this time from the beginning. It became very obvious, and a fight ensued to fight through the device as he had it on top of the throne, again, filled with water. And you fight, time is fluxed, and through a couple of kind of little rewrites from Mr. Lossinger, you managed to change the tides and have the ball in your possession and managed to warp out. And where did you walk to? You landed in a very futuristic landscape. And you're like at an observation deck, and you're looking out a big panoramic window, and you can see Saturn spinning around. And you see like a futuristic kind of newspaper holographic stand reading the date of the 20th of September, 3416 AD. And that's where we find you now, including our friend here holding a dolphin porcelain statue.
80 centimeters by 50 centimeters by about 50 centimeters.
Well,
It
50 by
was.
50, you've changed it.
Yeah, maybe. Time does it.
Time does
50
weird
by
things,
50
right?
by,
Yeah.
by
And it's
250.
yeah.
By the square root of time.
It's about this big.
What you don't know is because of the time warp that we've gone through, it actually changes sizes all the time. So it could be
just
any
never
size.
know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything, basically
We all know how
whatever,
time works, right?
Yeah.
whatever he,
Whatever I want, really.
Professor Lozinger says is probably the right sort of size, I would say.
I agree, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary.
And in the
Good
words
guy.
of the Couturier, what you observe is the space. You look around and you see kind of like green neon signs and colorful holograms of futuristic high streets. The neon beams creeping into the dark and damp back streets of this of these side alleys. Shops all around, and possibly like ones kind of the ones only open at this certain time of night. Like late night food joints. There's like questionable meats, strip clubs, and various bars and other. You're effectively in sort of a futuristic red light district, and other various random dodgy looking shops selling, stores selling different wares and gadgets and things, and it all looks alien to you.
All right.
How do you react as you land here?
Well, I mean, it's a better LARP. I'll give them that. But I mean, well, first of all, damp streets. I don't think that would be in the future, would it? I mean, red light districts. Well, I wouldn't even need lights by this time, I suspect. So I'm, if anything, slightly disappointed. So should we see if we
done better?
Yeah, should we see if we can get this bowl working again?
How much did you pay for this lot?
Well, do you know what? Funnily enough, I got paid for this.
Groupon.
Yeah.
Good deal,
Yeah.
was it? I paid full price.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that.
Talking about the ball,
Regretting
Yeah.
you look down in your hands and it's gone.
Gents, I lost the bowl.
You idiot. Did you drop it?
I mean, I may have.
Why didn't you hold on to it?
I was playing frisbee with it earlier, and it's possible it might be around here somewhere. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Can I go back in time?
I want to go back in time.
I want to go and try go back and get it from Egypt.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If you could roll me 3 time fluxes, you can.
Here we go.
All right.
This is a big one.
Do you remember your stats?
Oh yeah, mate. Whatever I roll right now is my time flux.
No, I will tell you what. You write these
I'll
down?
write it down.
You write these down? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Don't worry.
No worries, mate.
Yeah.
So for you, and I already have it up because I knew this. Is that your physical is 22,
Oh yeah.
your mental is 13,
Hold on. Physical.
22,
Yeah.
mental
Yeah.
13, humanity 8, time flux 6. Your health is 156.
That makes sense.
And I think, let me just double check what I did with block.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's just say things
So-
that, yeah.
It makes sense, doesn't it? I need 666. Okay. Right.
Yeah, and your block is 32.
Block is 32.
Yeah. However, so obviously last time he was on God mode, right? I've nerfed him slightly so that whatever you are saving against, if someone's using a mental kind of attack on you, that you have to use that stat to protect yourself. So you can't.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd like to punch.
Time flux
him.
roll.
I want to.
No.
No. You go like this.
Do I fall? I fall.
Do you fart?
Yeah.
Roll a.
Roll for fart.
Roll a physical check. Roll a physical check.
This is
What's
666.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You transport a fart back in time.
So no time flux.
No time flux, but
What do you need to know the value? 18?
18. Okay, with your 18, you succeed in your flatulence. It's a nice clean.
It's a time flatch.
It's time flatch. Like it's like a nice. You just relax, let it go.
Wait.
It's like it's not like a. You know how sometimes you kind of.
Follow through.
It's not. It's clean.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Silent-
Gary.
Yeah.
Silent
Stop
bit.
it, mate. Don't do that.
Oh god, was that me
Oh.
again? Jeez.
Gary, come on.
Sometimes I don't even know they're slipping out.
I
God's
think I
sake.
would walk away.
Cool. So, what would you like to do as you arrive here?
I will walk away.
You're walking away. Where are you walking away to, sir?
I don't know this place. I will just walk, and I will be guided by the streets.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it's stupid for me too. In my head.
Cool. So you're walking down the street. As I say, there's like there's all these kind of late night places and really kind of like dodgy stores, and there's one that looks like it's got like weapons and gadgets. You've got there's like a bar, and there's also called and that bar is called the Say It Don't Spray It. And the shop you see is called the Vault, with the weapons and the gadgets. And then those kind of main ones that are sticking out to you, and then there's a couple of like random late night food spinning, like kebab style.
Chicken shop.
You hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it's chicken.
Oh,
Wow.
future chicken.
I will go to the chicken shop.
Okay, you go into the chicken shop.
Bonjour. Avez-vous un poulet? Oui.
Sorry, sir. What can I get you?
What are you selling?
Chicken.
What is on it?
At this point, you're talking to an AI monitor.
It is not very intelligent.
Is it one of those ones that doesn't?
Can I help you, sir?
Is it one of those ones that doesn't understand the French accent very well? As well?
I understand various and multiple 100 languages, human or otherwise.
This is a stupid machine. What else is around?
Sorry, sir. We don't tolerate abuse to our staff.
I will leave. It is not worth my time.
Thanks, and come again.
No. I will continue to walk until I find inspiration.
Okay. That inspiration screeching around the corner is a bunch of police cars, so security forces go, woo, 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 and they all surround you.
I'd just like to go into the Say It Don't Spray It for a moment.
You go up to say this, you just see this and you go, you creep into there. Actually, make me a physical check.
Alright.
See if you can stealth it.
I'm always going to pass the physical check. I haven't passed the physical check.
Yeah, you can use your physical to deduce from the dice. This is kind of one of the new ways I'm doing it. And the check is not going to be hard. I'll allow this to be an easy check. So,
Okay, well I rolled an 11,
okay.
but my physical is 8.
Okay, your physical say you rolled 11, deduct your physical.
Oh, you deduct it?
Yeah, this is the
Ooh.
new way to make it a bit, because
yeah.
there was a lot of times before as well, it was really difficult to, and you were just rolling and getting nothing. So this is a way I'm going to be balancing it out.
I like it. Well, in that
So you
case...
managed to sneak into the bar.
Yay! I did the thing!
See, I fixed things, I hope. So
Wait. I observe a problem.
did you roll 11? And then
No.
you rolled 8?
With this system.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, look, my
Yourself.
I observe my mental is 25.
Yeah.
There is nothing that I could roll where I could not pass that if I'm deducting 25 from everything.
That didn't take long.
We're playing with that rule. Sorry, it's happening.
I am a god now.
Hold on, your physical's 30, isn't it?
No.
No?
22.
22.
So,
Again,
pretty
it'd
good.
be really difficult for him not to. That's alright, my stats are awful, so I'm in trouble no matter
You
what
are
happens.
Gary.
But I think what will help with that is depending. I think I know why I brought the checks in particularly for this. So if it's a certain difficulty, like a hard check, then that will not. Maybe you would have to by a slim margin, even if you're really good. There's certain checks that you can't surpass quite easily. But this is an easy check.
I observe this is an easy check. Right, I slip into the bar. Is it one of them sort of quiet, seedy pub type things, or is it a more?
It's just a bar.
Okay.
It's just like it's very kind of like dark wooden top, like very kind of old school bar. Very not futuristic in its way. What is very different is the bartender serving, which is a it's a giant roach.
Oh.
Roach. Hey, what can I get you?
Of course he's Spanish.
What you talking about?
Oh, he's not Spanish. Could you be more Spanish, please?
No bueno, man. Like
That's very good.
Wait. Above the board here, above the table here. Did you genuinely think that was a Spanish accent for a second?
Yeah, I did.
well, you know.
Oh, he's Spanish, okay?
Hey,
oh.
hey, hey, hey. Yeah, all of you going on your summer holidays, you probably know that very well.
Hey, welcome to Barcelona.
Hey,
Now-
Pasta Pavlova!
Now, I have to say, if the roaches are growing this big, I'm a little worried about the safety rating of this particular establishment.
You're discriminating against giant roaches?
I mean, in this particular case, yes, I am.
Is that the police outside?
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Can everyone hear that alarm?
Yeah.
Police.
Here he
It's
goes!
the police.
Stay right there! He's walks
Okay.
around the bar.
I stay right there until.
Okay.
What is he doing? He's
He goes, hey! I think one of them's here!
okay.
Shouting outside the bar.
I then now jump behind the bar, grab the rag, and start cleaning the thing.
Okay, stop cleaning.
You're doing a moss.
Yeah.
And we'll get to what's going on outside with these guys in a minute.
I'm not there, bud.
I'm loving this.
I didn't follow them.
That's fine. We'll find out where you are in a minute. With yourself, Gary, you're cleaning away roaches. That's very unhygienic. And two of these kind of security forces come in.
Mhm.
And you go, what seems to be the
How
problem?
do you know? They are not dead already.
That's
a
very.
That's a very good idea.
Okay, you want to play that game? Pause there. Cool.
That's cool.
We're actually going to go to Mr. Lossinger. What were you doing as he was going this way? Police cars start screeching around, and he.
Would
walks
I have
into a
seen
bar.
this from the observation place?
You've not moved as far as I can tell. You've
But
just been-
I can see out of the window.
Yeah, you're just looking out on the
This is
observation deck.
happening. Okay.
Saturn, yeah, that's where you landed.
All right, mate. I'm going to take a hint from him. I'm going to observe, and I'm going to look for. What I'm looking for is some type of working robot. That sounds wrong. Yeah, I'm looking for a robot.
In the red light district.
Yeah. No, I'm looking for like a cleaning robot or just a robot that
Yeah.
would be of use. One
Yeah.
that's not too clever. Do I see anything that's of use?
Roll a mental check.
I'm gonna do it.
Mental.
7, 14,
14. And
That's not
remind me of
14.
your stats.
8,
No.
13.
13. And you rolled,
Oh.
sorry?
Did you roll a time flux in that? You did it.
Oh, I did roll something. And my mental was 13.
And your mental is 13. Yes, you succeed. And you get a time flux. Which gets to activate your power. And now I have made a system of powers, folks. This is the new update. So with a single time flux, you manage to activate your power and also succeed a mediocre check. I've got degrees of difficulties with the checks, so the guys don't get so OP with some of their main stats. We'll see how far that goes. But yes. So you do you want to use your power tool, or do you want to hear what you see first?
Can I save my power?
You have to use it in this instance. I can give you
Right.
information, and then you can choose what to do with the power.
Yeah, I'll have
You've got a
the
list of
information.
powers to work with.
I'll have the information first, please, mate.
So, in where you see this police screeching in front of the couturier, and you see Gary go into the say don't spray it. You see on the right hand side of the street, just like I would say 30-40 meters to your right, away from all this, is the shop called the Vault, which you saw, and you see coming from behind the back, coming to the front, is a golden automaton.
Oh. They're just a golden robot then.
My name is C3PO. Good cyborg relations.
And
Relations.
It's like a
whereabouts is he?
he's just come from the back of the shop wherever he was. Couturier didn't see him as he was going down the street because he was in the back.
What
but he's
I'm
coming to the
gonna
front.
do is because I can do some time fluxing now.
Yes. What would you like to do? So
I
you guys.
would like to go back in time just to when we just arrived and go to this golden robot and go to the point when he's back in cover, or where he's coming
Oh.
from.
Okay.
So where he was when we arrived, which I'm hoping is in the shop.
So with the time powers and how they work now. So if you want to rewind, you can go back a minute out of combat, back a minute, but you will return to the fixed point you left after the effect.
Alright, mate, yeah. Alright.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. You go and you arrive, rewind,
Yeah.
and the way it'll work is that I'm going to ask you, because you warp as you see a copy of yourself and the whole team. You
Hello.
appear I'll say you appear at the shop, right? I'll allow this to happen. You
okay.
appear at the shop and you look
Right.
around and you see people and you're just blending in.
Of course, mate.
Yeah.
I'm with my dolphin, of course.
At this point, the automaton is in the back. He's not at the front of the shop.
Perfect.
You're about to steal some more shit, aren't you?
Oh, I'm gonna steal him.
But then you have to wait till the. Or you're gonna
I'm
go
gonna-
into the shop and
I'm gonna go
try
into
and
the
go in
shop.
the back of the shop where he is.
And I'm gonna pick him up.
Okay, you go into the shop.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hold there.
Did I observe him coming back and forth?
I'm gonna say, because you do have to return back to the point you left. So, in that case, I'll allow you to go in. Actually, we'll stay with this. We'll go in, and he goes, "Oh, hi there. Can I help you?"
Are we in the shop? We're in the shop.
I'm gonna say you're in the shop. You
Right,
have to
okay.
grab him now, or you're going back in time. This second.
I'm gonna pick him up. Put him
Goes,
in
"Oh!
my arms.
Oh my goodness!"
With the
And-
dolphin.
And you revert back to where you were observing before your power started, but this time with a golden thread.
And the dolphin.
And the dolphin in the other arm, yes.
It's quite the holiday shopping.
So, when you time flux, you
Hmm.
can change location as well, or not?
Well, the rewind is, as the power I put here, I've said to return back to the fixed point you left. So I kind of just workshopped a bit for the sake of the narrative to get you to the shop and get you what you want to do, but we'll revert back because otherwise this is going to turn to a clusterfuck of
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to, this is
So
one of the
when I
reasons I
go-
made this rule.
When I go back in time,
Yes.
I can go back in time to a different location.
Or
Or is it a location
it's
I
within
have- I have
within the
been?
facility, because if we do that, because it's been a couple of minutes since you've arrived, you're going
Right.
back a minute. You're not going back all the way to Egypt,
Right, okay.
because that's what that other check
Okay.
was,
But when I go back, I have to go back to a place that I've been.
where you started, which you're now back at the old
Right,
station.
okay,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. But you have a golden thread with you.
Yeah.
You got a golden automaton.
Yeah.
Automaton. Pretoria, you wanted to.
No, if I saw two of him and a golden man.
That's what you saw the whole time. No. Oh, what you want to do? Sorry.
So we arrived.
Yeah, you.
We arrived. He stood there. I walked off. As I walked off, did I look in the shop and see also him with a golden man? Because that's how time works.
Yeah. That's a weird thing. Yeah. So yeah, let's do this. Fuck it. Let's do this. Roll a mental check. I'm gonna say roll a mental.
I'll
check.
say I would have reacted to it, but
Yeah.
for the sake of it, but I might have seen it.
Let's do it. Let's do it though. Let's break shit. Come on.
Oh, that's quite high for me.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a mediocre check.
9 plus 8 plus 5 is. Well, it's under 25 because it's not 10 plus 10 plus 5. It's under 25 by 3, so that's 22.
22, and your score is 25.
Yes, that's right. If you're taking 25 from 22, minus 3.
Minus 3. With a mediocre check, you actually don't.
Oh, blimey, Governor. Alright.
Where's this roll?
Because mediocre is 10
mediocre.
under
10
your
under.
stat that you're using
Ah.
in
10
the
under the
difficulty checks.
Oh, I see.
Ah, you see. This is what I did to try and de-nerf him.
I see. So you need to be 10 under.
Your stat that
It
you're
says-
using.
yeah.
So your max stat is 25 for mental, so you want to get 10 under that. So that's
But
with,
so hang on, am I still taking away 25 Am I taking away 25 from what I rolled? Or do I just have to roll 10 on the... Because if I take away 25 from what I roll, I will pass every check ever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, somebody has to be OP. So it should be.
Well, no. But this is the point. Because if I'm OP in this, he's OP in the other thing. Because if he does 22 away from every time, there's maybe like a couple of scenarios where that couldn't happen.
See, I'm the only person that rolled correctly. That's why.
You're crap.
I did very middle of range.
Excuse us, folks, while we work out how to operate the game for a second here.
So, this is part of the fucking thing, isn't it? No, it is though. It's fun. It's a funny thing.
I like how by trying to nerf everyone, you've made everyone stronger.
I've nerfed you slightly, but it still needs more. So it's just how it.
Suggestion.
Yes.
What if we roll like we used to? However, you also get a D10 you roll to minus as well, just to make things easy. I mean, that's the fairest way I can think of doing it, but it's probably too much. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head.
I don't. Yeah, because I unless you literally do a Cthulhu thing and have it as a percentage, and
we all pass every check.
that's cool.
Sounds good.
We'll work it. We can finalise it later when we write the book.
Yeah, the one-page RPG.
Remember.
People wonder how D&D got into like 600
Well, it was a
pages of
one-page
rules.
thing as well, and what it says on the actual D&D, this is not the history Akers corner. This is the GM David.
Oh, there's definitely a thing coming up here right now.
So D&D used to be a one-page RPG, and they literally say, "Here's a bunch of rules, but hey, go nuts and make shit up," and that's how other versions of it came around and homebrew, because D&D started as a homebrew actually, rather than. It started homebrew.
I think the way that we play D&D, we stick resiliently to the rules at all times. And we don't ever stray. I find that with all
any of the games
we
we've played on this channel
seem to be very strict, and we're not allowed to stray from the rules even slightly.
Especially gravity. Really.
Especially gravity.
No, we wouldn't switch this.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely.
I'm going to say that on that you don't see him based on if we're going to go on the mediocre check.
Okay.
You just see.
Can I shout at him? No.
You've already walked back.
Okay.
So, you see someone walk into a shop and then disappear. That's all you see as you're going. But you are faced with armed security.
I'm not there.
Not you.
Oh.
Victoria.
Not well. We'll find out if you're.
We'll find out if you'll be joining this in a minute.
Yes, we.
Oh my god, are we
And
about
we just
to go?
stand there and look at them and say,
You have the right to remain.
"Bonjour."
Like face down on the ground.
I have nothing on me apart from this authentic Egyptian diaper.
You're pinned to the ground. You're like giving this to not the fabrics. And you are restrained unless you want to resist.
No, I don't resist.
You don't resist.
I observe. What describes these people to me? What is their code? What does it say on their uniform?
Yeah, it says Saturn Station Security.
Interesting.
No, actually, sorry, forget it. I'm going to come. When it comes to me, I'll do that.
Well, it does come to you.
Okay.
You're in the bar, and as you're getting pinned to the ground, you see a giant roach come out of the bar and start shouting for some security officers to come to his bar. And two do come to investigate, and This is the part where they come through the doors and see you at the bar.
Cool. So you said Saturn Station security is on there. Yeah? Okay, so they come into the bar.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to pop down the glass and actually not pretend that I'm working behind the bar.
Yeah.
And say, Gents, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Blimey, it's been a while since I've seen any other Saturn Station security guard security. Glad you're here. Obviously, you know, you know,
Yep.
you know about the commotion that's been going on, the commotion in the ocean. You know, I'm just wondering, you know, what's the update? What's going on? Because, you know, obviously I've been here for a little while, just, you know, keeping an eye out, making sure things are going well.
You've been drinking on the job?
No. I was just coming in here for a moment just to check out.
Why are you behind the bar?
Well, I mean, I was keeping an eye on the drinks, just to make sure they were okay. Yeah, I was guarding. Look, security guard. All right, I was guarding the drinks.
Yeah, we know.
Whilst Mr. Roach went outside just to say he thought he saw someone in here. It turns out no.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, I'm part of this Saturn security, mate. We're good friends. Don't worry.
Roll a humility check. I'm gonna make this a mediocre.
Come on. That is 9.
So you need 10 under your stuff.
Oh, 13 plus 5 is
I think
18.
you've gone the other way and made it impossible to do anything.
18. And humanity is also 18. Does that mean I failed?
So what did you roll, sorry?
18.
18.
Oh, hold on. I've done bad maths. 16.
Yeah, 16.
16. I apologise.
16. And your humanity stat is what?
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
With a mediocre check, you need a 10 under.
Oh, I'm never going to pass the check. I just realised.
Yeah, I think this is it. I think you've done the opposite.
But then again, I never passed I only passed one check in the last episode.
But the good thing is, we can play it up a lot more.
Absolutely. So, gents, what's going on? You know, give us the lowdown.
You're coming with us.
All right. Yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, what, you got a vehicle? We'll head back to the station.
Saturn Station.
The Saturn Station.
They just grab you, drag you, pin you next to the couturier on the floor.
All right. How's it going?
We had 3 energy signatures. Where's the third one?
Energy signatures? Why am I pinned to the ground? I am a member of this.
Answer the question.
Where's the third one? Well, hold on. Isn't he standing?
He is standing just at the bottom.
Yeah. I was like, well, first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I don't know who this man is. Hello, Couturier. I don't know who this man is.
Everyone knows it's a Couturier.
I'll tell you what, he's well dressed. I'll give him that. Impeccably dressed. Yeah. Look, as I will be talking to your superiors when we get to the Saturn Station of security about this, because I expect to be treated well. I'm surprised. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm your superior here. In fact, do you know what? Let me
Put him in the car.
call the station. All right, I want to take over proceedings here.
Get shoved in the car.
Ah, damn it!
Not even a roll.
I'm gonna roll it.
I'm going to roll a mental check.
Okay.
To see if they know the Couturier because of the study.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
They are going to look and see if they see a third person, right? So
Hide behind the automaton, quick.
I'm not with you.
No, I know.
you're just down the street. You're down the station. You're on the other front of the street. So right.
He's a man on the street with a dolphin and an automaton under his arms.
I'm gonna say.
No, don't I go back to?
I'll say because you're actually. Say that you're actually with another person. I'm gonna say that this helped you because they're only looking for one other, but there's just 2.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say that kind of. I'm gonna make this a mediocre check for them.
You know what?
Their mental is 17. If you're seeing all this, I'll allow you to roll a check, a save against this.
Can I?
Once I've rolled it.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
I've just realised what this is. This is another jail section where me and you are going to be stuck behind bars for ages whilst he's gallivanting around.
It's like time is repeating itself.
You start to realize there is a formula.
So, I'm going to roll a check. They get in their police cars and leave.
Oh, you are correct.
Oh, should
And
we say
by the
something?
way, just for the sake of the DCs, I've lowered them a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. You two are taking the police. What are you doing?
Where am I?
You see them get pinned and put in the cars.
Where
You're
am
still at the observation. You've not.
I'm
moved.
okay. I'm at the
Yeah,
observation.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You're just like.
All right, mate. I'm gonna place him on the ground because it's a bit heavy, and I'm gonna say to him, I'm gonna try and convince him to, be my droid, and I can.
Oh, we've only just met, sir.
I know, mate. No, we've known each other quite a while.
What's my name?
Must be a problem with your circuitry.
Then what's my
I
name?
can fix you if you want, mate.
Please don't touch me.
I've got a degree in computer science, so I should.
I would
be
like to
able
see a CV, please, sir.
Oh, yeah, sure, mate. Yeah. Just hold on a second. Perfect. I'm glad you asked.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He actually has some fucking paper.
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah,
got
I'm glad.
a sash.
Yeah.
He's got his graduation
Here we
stuff.
go. Okay, you can't see it. I'll
Sir,
put
it
on the
doesn't
wrong
say
way.
what you graduated in.
Oh, just give me a second. Mate. Okay. Tell you what. Let me just complete the look. Oh, right.
So I really got to get back to my shop now.
Oh no, mate, you don't. Just relax. There you go. Okay. Graduated.
In what?
Brisbane University.
Where's Brisbane?
It's in Australia, mate. You're clearly not very well travelled. Look, I think we should. Clearly I'm qualified. So I
In
think
what?
computer science, mate.
But it just
I'm
says
a-
graduate. It doesn't- you don't have your.
I'm a professor, mate. You can trust me, seriously.
Sir, I'm going to go back to my shop. I'm going to carry on with my work, and that will be it.
Look, mate. Look, I think
Good day to you.
I'm gonna grab him and I'm going to intimidate him.
Okay. You're going to intimidate him. Okay.
Yes.
Physically
Intimidate
intimidate.
him.
So are you physically gonna? Well, okay. Let's do one of two things. Physically
I'm
to
using
grab
the-
him.
I'm using the dolphin.
What, you gonna smack him over the
gonna
head with
be
the
a-
dolphin?
No.
What are you gonna
mate.
do with the dolphin?
I don't want to harm the dolphin. I'm just pointing the beak of the dolphin
Just ball bear
at
all over
his
again.
CPU, or his brain, wherever that is.
Right. So we're gonna do a check to see if you can actually physically hold him in place. So do a physical check. This for you will be a. Let me just roll his physical real quick. Okay. This is gonna be an easy check for you.
Okay.
Based on
Well,
what he
it was
rolls.
anyway.
Right,
but
I'm rolling. Alright, 2, 8, 18. I rolled 18.
22.
Yeah,
Yeah, easy.
good, mate. I'm physical. Look at this.
You grab him.
Professor
Now
Muscles.
I need you to roll a.
Hold on a sec. The dolphin. Look at the dolphin, mate. You now work for the dolphin.
Roll a humanity check. I'm gonna say.
I'm doing it with a lot of physical, though.
I'm gonna say it's gonna help you because I know humanity is not your greatest stat. This is gonna be an easy check because you have grabbed and showed your physicality.
Okay.
I made this easy.
Alright.
So you just need to get under.
Okay, 6. Whoa! Oh! Okay.
You thought it was
25,
25.
but I got time flux.
So that'll take 5 off. No, it succeeds an auto check on a mediocre check, so you do succeed.
Yes.
And he goes, not my CPU, please.
Look, mate, look. I won't harm your CPU because I'm a good guy with a dolphin. So, please, just...
Episode title.
You also get to use a time power in this instant if you want.
Okay. can I? Oh, I can only go back a minute. Okay.
You have your sheet of powers right there. If you
Whereabouts does it say that
there.
Oh, can I use?
I want the episode title, by the way, to be "The Only Response to a Bad Guy with a Dolphin is a Good Guy with a Dolphin."
Wow, again, in so much trouble.
That's great.
It's as valid as the actual say.
I mean, I think I'll just use a bit of foresight here to
Yeah.
see if I can see the future, to see if he's gonna be persuaded.
I mean, you did persuade him, so.
Oh, okay, so all good. He's now in dolphin control. Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna
He's
say.
been
I'm gonna say
flipped.
that. I'm gonna say you project your conscious future and knew exactly where to find his CPU, which is how you managed to
that
threaten
makes
with your
sense.
dolphin.
Yeah.
Because you're like pointing the dolphin at the CPU, weren't you? So you're like, I know where it is.
I know his weak spot. What's your name, mate?
So, my name is Goldie Locke.
I'm not gonna remember that, so I'm gonna rename you, and from now on you'll be called that. And
Called what's that?
I'm gonna call you. Oh, we've done that one before, so call you Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara. Barbara the Golden Robot. And what do you specialise in, mate?
I run a shop there. I do gadgets and stuff.
Oh, mate, do you have
Things.
okay?
Weapons
Oh,
and-
all right. Okay. I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll tell you what. You work for me, but go back to the shop. You know, do your duties, and then you still report back to me, and also you
What
know,
am I reporting back?
I'll take a bit of profit.
You're extorting me.
50%.
He's running a racket.
Right. In the future.
Anything that's really valuable, you know, I want to first dibs on it. I'll give you a good. I'll pay you, of course, mate, because you got to get it.
I was paying myself a wage.
Oh well, not anymore.
This would mean I'm getting my wage cut.
I don't know. You probably don't need to buy that much food, do you?
Oh, you got the point. So, we'll leave you there for a second.
Good.
As you're extorting this poor robot out of his money. We now come to yet another jail.
Yes.
And we come to you are at the Saturn Station police station. And
Saturn Station.
well, actually, you start seeing the full name of like the station itself. So it's just on the uniforms, but actually it says on the police station itself, Star Station Saturn.
Oh, okay. The
They couldn't fit
SSS.
the whole thing on the
Fair enough.
uniform. And yeah, you arrive here and you're both individually taken into a interrogation room. Let's see who we're starting with. Mr. Katori.
I was going to say I wanted to be you.
It is only natural.
You're sitting in a cell with like one side of glass, very typical kind of interrogation room setup. And in walks a detective-looking fellow who's got his trench coat and everything on, but he resembles a fish man humanoid with gills either side, with little like water rebreathers attached onto there that allows him to breathe in the air here. And he
I observe him. I say to him, for a fishman from the future, you are a walking cliché. You might want to update your uniform design.
You know, man, there's something fishy about you.
Spanish.
I don't really know what you're saying, but I have some questions for you.
I have many questions myself. Would you like to trade?
Are you, trying to bribe me, sir?
Would you take questions as a bribe? Is that your current...
I asked the questions here!
Do you?
Yes, starting with, we felt an energy surge. I'm guessing that was you and your friend. We're still looking for the other one.
Good luck.
He scribbles on a bit of paper. Fine. Question number 2. Where you from? Who are you?
The Couturier is not from. The Couturier simply is.
God complex.
What is good? But a path to design.
That's a trainer moment.
He kind of just sits there for a second, just goes. All right. And my next question: who you work for? You still haven't told me where you're from.
There is no from. There simply is. Sometimes you cannot
Alright, you
ask
wanna play
questions
hard,
that are
okay,
not
cool.
relevant. For example, who is the Couturier? Why is the Couturier?
That's not the
What
question I'm
is
asking.
the Couturier? They are
He's still
the
going.
same.
Okay.
They are one, and they are nothing. The Couturier simply is.
So, who do you work for?
I work for no one. I work for everyone. I work for fashion.
Ah, see, I'm going to get no answers from you.
You have had many answers. What you have not done is asked good questions. What is it that you would like to know?
I don't really know what to say to that, to be honest.
No one does. No one does. That is the nature of the universe.
You are a strange individual.
Yes, and you are a fish man.
I think when he talks to the guy, I think he's escaped from the cycle of man. So. check the records for that. In the meanwhile, take him back to his cell, and they pick you up. And they take you back to his cell.
What do I observe en route to the cell?
Roll a mental check. Just easy.
That is a maths.
Break out to Couturier. That's not the maths with Couturier.
That is 14.
14. Easily done.
Oh, with a time flux.
With a time flux, what power would you like to activate?
Read the list of powers. Can I? And I guess this would be a rewind as we're walking.
Yeah.
Can I rewind to the point where, as they go to pick me up, I'm already stood behind them,
Yes.
and then I will offer my hands and say, "The Couturier simply is."
How the fuck you do that?
This is a question you have finally asked correctly. And I turn and I walk towards my set.
He just kind of go with him as the rest of the guards are just like looking at where you were sitting to where you were standing behind. Go! And then he just they go out and they take you to your cell. They grab you just to kind of feel like they have some sort of control over whatever this situation is. And this man with godlike powers just fucking appear behind them. Magician.
Couturier.
Bring in the next one, and they bring you in.
I'll ask the questions here.
A very different but the same scene.
So, you thought you could get away with it, did you? First of all,
I will turn these
grab-
cameras off, and I will.
I grab his pen and his piece of paper. Right, name?
Cough him on the desk. And they just rip your hand.
Name?
And he just pulls the paper and pen back, and he goes. Try that again.
I try again.
You want to try it, Jack?
No, I don't think I'll be able to get out of cuffs, let's be honest.
Right, is like, he asked the same question, starting off with, we felt an energy surge. Guessing that was you guys. The other one wasn't very talkative.
I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna be open and honest with you. I'm gonna tell you everything I know.
Brilliant.
This LARPing situation, right, it's going a bit far now because you've brought me in here, you know. I was playing along, I was pretending to go along with it now. But now you're cuffing me to the desk a bit too much.
LARPing?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a LARP, son.
You're good at, you know, your part, well done. Good job. But you know, a bit unnecessary, I've got to say. Also, a bit cliche to be putting us back into a jail for a second time. I mean, we've already done it once. You know, come up with another situation.
Did they have a security breach at the, the White House? Did they he's like a couple of guys. Let me try another question at you. So, where are you from, and who are you?
Well, pleased to meet you. I'm Gary Guard, official security guard of the Egyptian mining quarter in Egypt. And you know, it's been good so far.
And you ended up here how?
So we obviously I was being a security guard, as you do. You know about this, you know, LARPing as also one. So we basically decided what we'd do is me and my one friend and no other friends.
You said two.
Yes, it was
So you know where the other one is?
surprisingly, I actually don't know where the other one is. Genuinely. The other one is, how do we say? Yes. Yeah, he's good with fashion. I'll give you that. I mean, you saw.
He refers to himself in the third person quite a lot.
He does. I mean, look, I won't lie to you. I haven't known him a long time, and I am a little bit worried about his mental faculties. But you know, for now, I'm just going along with it. I'm starting to wonder if he's part of the LARP now. But you know, we'll see how it
And
goes.
you say you are part of this Egyptian mining thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I was hired as one of the chief security guards there, you know, it's a pretty good job. And then, you know, I touched some water, pretended to do a LARP, you know, I went along with it. But now I just want to shower, if I'm being honest.
Water?
Yeah.
Want to elaborate?
Yeah, it was some water in a bowl, touched it, did a LARP. You know, standard day, really. 9 to 5.
We need to do a full background check on this guy. Check the fires. Well, just cover yourself with the other one.
Alternative episode title: Touched it, did a LARP.
And you are then taken away as you're dragged to your cell also. Mr. Lossinger.
Right.
You have just extorted a golden automaton. You are left in the
I've changed-
red light district of.
I've
this-
changed my mind actually.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually gonna hand over my dolphin to Barbara and say, Barbara, take care of Nelly, and but you know, Follow me though. You know, keep near. I need to say close to nearly. But,
Wait.
you know,
You wanted me to stay here, but now you want me to come with you? I'm confused.
I'm all over.
But you
the
want me to
place,
hold the
mate.
dolphin, and I...
No, I want you to follow me because I need the dolphin close. I need to make sure.
So you're not going to extort me then?
No, I'm going to extort you.
Oh.
But not right now.
Okay then.
Mm.
And he's just carrying this
Look,
dolphin.
Look, I don't want you to feel intimidated at all. I want you.
Well, you did intimidate me.
But I want you to see me
With this
more...
very thing you're making me hold.
Yeah. I want you to see
The focal
me...
point of my trauma.
Hold on. I want you to see me more as a mate, you know, rather than a...
I'll say whatever you want.
Good. So, all right, mate.
Out of pure fear.
You're supposed to say, all right, mate.
All right, mate.
Oh, perfect. I mean, can you do an Australian accent?
I have one voice command. Programming. And that is... this voice.
Oh, well, did you know someone where we could get that changed?
I suppose so, but I
where's
like
that?
my voice.
Where's that? Where would we go?
It would be up in the Upper City District.
What's it like there? What is anything interesting
It's
there?
very first class. It's very expensive. There.
Okay, maybe we should...
Can't just change robot programming without authorization and all that.
Alright, I'll tell you what, let's head in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah. Mate,
Do you have any... I can't afford... Do you have money?
I've got money, mate. Yeah.
Great.
Don't mind. I mean, it'd help if you had money. You run a shop.
Yes,
You
but
should
you're
have
extorting me, so it's kind of yours as well now, so... I suppose...
I tell you what,
wow,
go...
I really just put myself in the pickle by saying that. Oh,
yeah. How does currency work around here? Is it digital, or do they still use...
Oh, I've got it infused in my hand. I could just touch things and it's paid for.
Oh, that's handy.
Literally.
Touch it and it's paid for. Alternative episode.
Stop it.
I like you, Barbara. Alright, Barbara. First class district it is, then. Let's go and have a look around.
Okay.
Careful with Nelly. She's a little fragile emotionally
That
right
makes
now.
two of us. And you disappear to find some means of transportation to take you to the...
No, I'm gonna walk.
You're gonna walk.
How
You're going south.
How long would it take?
It'll take about a couple of hours.
Perfect.
You know, walking.
Alright, fine. I'll look for a... Do you know what would be really useful?
Because it's like a space station. It's tiered.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
mate. Oh, is there some sort of monorail or something?
I mean, he said yes. I mean, there's one that's about I'd say 15 minutes away from here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, let's go there.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Paying, I guess. I'm paying.
Oh,
I
you've got
guess.
that. You've got the hand.
I don't have a choice, so
You do have a mate. You've got a choice, all right?
can I go?
Well, no, you can't go. You've still you can give me suggestions. Oh, you know.
Can I suggest you let me go?
Well, not that. Oh look, I've taken it on board. But
I've listened to your concerns.
I've made a note of it. But no. Look, can you? Tell you what. Can you? Do you have a setting where you can be a bit more positive? I'm sort of sensing a bit of negativity here.
Yes, but I don't really want to tell you where it is.
Oh, God.
Is it near the CPU or something then?
No.
Right. So it's near the CPU. Okay.
No.
All right.
What you need to do is work out the compliancy settings first of all, and then you can find out.
Dick compliant. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. You don't need to change your settings. Just be more positive, mate. All right. Look, I'm really positive. All right. Look, channel your inner.
I'm very intimidating.
Wait a second. Channel your inner Australian. All right.
I don't even know what that is.
Look.
I don't
Would you
even
like
know
me
what
to?
that
I'll explain it to you. All right. Being Australian.
I was born here. I haven't
Oh.
learned anywhere else.
Okay. All right. It's look. Surfing, barbecues, cricket, Barry.
Well, like the strange chicken shop down the road, that kind of.
I like chicken
Barbecue
put on.
thing.
Yeah.
It's not really
yeah.
barbecue, but yeah.
Yeah. Shall we head to the
It's like
monorail
a
while you're positive?
horizontal one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to head off now, mate. With you being positive and holding Nelly in a safe way.
If he could exhale as a living being, he would.
You're not allowed to exhale.
I can't, I have no lungs.
Good. I don't want any, like voice synthesization of exhaling at all.
I've turned off that setting.
Oh, so you can change your own settings, can you?
It's to preserve my own life.
Oh, can you? What about your positivity setting? That'd save your life, wouldn't it?
I like to believe in healthy pessimism.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, mate. Yeah. Healthy pessimism. Yeah, I can get on board with that. All right, let's go.
Okay, as you go off to catch him on the rail. We come back and we find you two in the jail cell. And
A lot of healthy pessimism over here.
so, you are chucked into this cell. And there is you see like another individual just in the back of the room, like in the shadow of space where like a light's just kind of slowly like flicking in and out very slowly at a very kind of monotone pace. Just sitting up, and you can just see him. He's just here. You can't really see his face at first, but he's just chilling and just kind of tapping his foot.
Is his name Virgil?
No, it's not.
Ah,
Vernon?
Well, you don't know you've not. So you arrive in the cell and you're chucked into here. Not long after you're chucked in. Not long after the Gary gets chucked in with you. Very short interviews. What would you like to do as you're locked behind in the cell and the security guards?
Oh, firstly, can I ask what I observed? Because we did the time flux and I didn't actually get to observe.
You observe. You'll see going past. You see the front desk and everything. You can see the doors that you were brought in by, and then you go through the kind of the interrogation. If you were coming through into the space where the front desk is, on the left was the interrogation room. On the right is where it takes you through they took you through like a buzzer security door. So when it opens, you go brrr, to let them know like prisoners are going in and out. And then that's when you've arrived at the cells, and there's just a handful of cells here, and other doors leading to other places, but obviously you don't get that far as you're chucked into it's kind of like a holding cell for the time. It's not like a proper jail.
Is there any windows or any...
Yeah, there's just like barred ones. Not within this time, but
I'll go to the window.
You go to the window.
And I will look out of the window.
Yes. What do you observe?
You tell me. You
Alright,
are the GM. You tell me.
yes, absolutely. I'm gonna say roll me a mental check. Let me know what you get, and you'll get degrees of.
Oh, that's very high.
yeah.
22.
And yours is 25.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say firstly, you see a very perturbed golden automaton. And Miss Lossinger entering on monorails
For the first time you see it, just a little flicker of...
And you see Miss Dr. Lossinger ushering him onto the monorail, and the monorail taking off.
The dolphin looking out at you.
I'll give you that one. You can see him holding this dolphin. And you enter this monorail that's currently kind of what you see the monorail station not far from the police station at all. It's kind of further down this kind of hill that you're kind of on. But you see the layers above. You can see different tiers of like. You can tell by just like how these things are built. There is a very kind of classism system. Since you're kind of on these like back damp, like red light district streets and stuff like that, very kind of telling to the area. Then you see how it gets more and more extravagant and futuristic as you go further up. Like where you are right now, you can see very futuristic. You know, you saw the different kind of holographic elements, like even newspaper stands, and but it's not too far off your experience of what normal kind of suburban thing would be like. There's just kind of a couple of telling signs that tell you it's not all of this age though. But yeah, as you look up at the different tiers, you can see how that drastically changes. That's what it is.
Can I walk over to him at this moment?
Yeah.
And just say, I'll tell you what. Not very good, this lot. I mean, they're meant to all be security, right? But I mean, they're useless, basically. I've never.
Gary,
Yes.
that is the most accurate lap you will ever experience.
Yeah. You think? I thought the last one was good. I'll say.
Security is entirely useless.
Yeah.
This is life.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, as you know very well, I'm the only security guard worth, their money.
But Gary, have you ever stopped to ask if this is true? Or if this is the illusion?
Are you saying I am the LARP?
Gary,
Yes.
we are
And
all
you
the
hear in the
LARP.
corner the figure say, you know what, say laugh, not LARP. How did another security guard get locked up in here?
Shh! I'm talking to my friend. So. Oh, go on. I'll take the bait.
It's like, no, I can see why now. And you see Flicker, and he kind of enters the light. You've seen his face before.
I know who it is.
In a certain video.
I know who it is. I press his face trying to skip the ad.
Hey man, fucking cut that out!
Come on!
Stop it!
I wanna get
Why
to the
you-
important bit. Actually,
Bro, if you touch me one more time, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
This is a very accurate laugh now. Hold on, I know who you are.
Who am I?
You're that man in that video. I had to keep skipping the ad, and then I showed it to the professor, and then he had. I kept the ad going for him. So you got the money for that, right? So you got the money for the ad. So you should like me now.
What the fuck are you talking about? As you see coming out the light, is the same man, and he's in a kind of red, kind of leather puffer jacket, and he's got brunette hair, but most of it's highlighted with blonde tips, and he's wearing kind of like flight suit trousers as well, and he's like, you both are fucking nuts, aren't you?
And you are from a boy band in the 90s.
I was going to say it's set in the 80s.
What on those? What are they called? Internet or something?
Dial up. This is a callback to my previous joke.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. I thought wardrobe would be better for this lot. I'm not impressed.
What's wrong with my style, man? What's wrong with my style?
It's outdated, to be honest with you. Actually, do you know what? I'm saying this, and I realise I'm next to a genius in style. So, Couturier, what can you do? Let's turn this into like Trini and Susanna or something. What can you do to?
Well, the first part of deciding what to do with the style is to observe. I would like to observe the style.
Again, it's a red puffer leather jacket. It's like he's got blonde highlighted tips, but it's like, you know how it's like his original hair's grown back in.
That was like, can I just make an arbitrary roll for the sake of doing
Yes,
something?
please.
Okay, thank you so
Whilst
much.
that's happening, I'm looking at the hair. Just be like, I think I can do something with this. You know,
That is
I mean,
incredible.
That's what fucking hair, man.
well, I mean, look, he's. I won't lie to you. This is the man here, but I've got some, I've got some style tips. You've seen the hat. The hat's good. It's my own personal hat.
Are you like into fraud or what's this?
What? No. This is. I am a guard. My name is Gary.
Oh, I
Guard.
see why they chucked you in now.
Yeah.
'Cause you think you're a guard, but you're actually fucking nuts.
What? No, I am Gary Guard.
Are you
the
even a
security
designer?
guard.
Is this guy even a designer? You put me in with crazy people! As he shouts out into the hallway.
And then I say, "We're fine, thank you. Actually, if you've got any drinks,
Shut up!
some
Shut up in there.
polos, some
As you hear in the distance, shut up!
cola pop, anyone? No.
Whilst that is happening, I rolled a time flux on his 8. And I would like to rewind to when I was outside of the cell.
Interesting, okay. If you rewind, remember you will return back to the point you changed that. With the rewind.
Wait, does that mean I cannot rewind to a point when I was outside the cell?
You'll return. You can, but you'll return back to the point that you.
The physical point. I will return back to the physical point that I'm at,
Yeah.
but back in time.
Yes.
Can I return to the physical point I'm at, but back in time before we entered the cell? So that I'm there to greet myself.
Oh my god.
That would be so good.
I'm going to say, sure. Sure.
Can you imagine the guards that are ringing you in?
You arrive at
That's the
cell.
point of it,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. They're bringing you in. Gary's not even arrived yet, and you're just there because the thing's just been opened electronically already by someone pressing a button, and they're just dragging you in. And then the person that you've seen the video kind of sees you apparate into space. Fuck! And even the guards go, what the fuck? Like, as you're just standing there, they're holding you, you look at yourself, looking at you, looking at yourself, looking at you, looking at the place, looking at the guy in the corner.
You would know what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I observed myself. I observed the reaction of the guards, and for the briefest moment, I enjoy.
Just before you apparate back, can you say something like magical or something as you're about to go?
I said to him, this style is too much, I have to leave.
And the police left back in that visual, like go blink, 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 and you go. As you, what do you do as yourself, seeing yourself appear in the cell? Like being held by the guards, that self.
Myself knows that I am here, so I do nothing. I do not react because I simply am twice.
You return back in like because you did that thing again. In this time, he would have seen you appear twice. I wasn't just imagining that. That wasn't just with the flicking light. That was you. You. How'd you do that?
Do you have a question worth asking yet?
Yes.
Or is
Not yet.
this Damien?
This is in fact Damien. The guy in the cell with you is the guy you saw in the video that he named something in Star. He goes, how do you there's two of you, and then
Yeah, he does that.
am I going? Are you like give a crazy? Am I going to go crazy because you're crazy? Is that how this thing works?
My friend, mon ami, if you are crazy, how can you know? The word simply is, we are but part of it, and the part that we play is the part that we are. It is simply life.
What?
I turn to Damien. I say, I can kind of do it too, but not very often because I roll badly on stats.
What?
You know about stats, Damien. Come on. And I press his face again.
Just flick your hand away. I'm gonna break us out of here. I'm gonna break myself out. You guys can stay here.
Oh, whoa,
As he starts to go towards the lock.
whoa, Damien, look. Is it fair? Look, obviously this is all staged. We know that. So, are you a plant? Are you actually part of this? You know, if
Plant?
Yeah. Are you gonna basically? Are you in the LARP or are you separate from the LARP? I'm trying to ask.
Fucking furiously starts going out the lock. He's gonna try and open the lock.
I'm gonna, as he's doing that, I'm gonna continue to be asking annoying questions the entire time. So, Damien, what's going on here? I don't understand.
You'd be able to check. Fucking shut up!
Damien, look, there's a lot you don't know about LARPing. Part one of LARPing, right? Okay, is are you the LARPer or the LARPee? So,
Oh God! Fuck! I wish. Oh.
Now the rules of LARPing are there is no LARP, alright?
And this carries on for however long. As we return to a couple of folks sitting on the monorail train going to a certain destination.
Barbara, I would like to say something.
What is it now?
If someone talks to you, you say that you're my assistant, so you're a professor's assistant.
I am a robot, they'll probably buy that, yes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. You're very believable, mate. And you're gold. Are you solid gold, by the way?
Ding ding. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Please don't tell me.
Oh, don't worry, you're staying with me, mate. Don't worry, Barbara. Yeah, so how long does this monorail take, mate?
I mean, we'll get there within, like, I don't know, an hour.
An hour?
Yes.
Oh, you think
It goes around all the levels, like in a big spiral.
You'd think in a time that's this far in the future that they could go slightly faster. How fast is this going?
Do you know how big this station is?
No,
It's like the size of the moon.
that's not that big. Do you know how big Australia is?
I don't know. I don't know, I've never been.
It's pretty big, mate.
Big as the moon?
Probably.
Personally.
I don't know, I want to know now.
Please stop while we Google that.
History corner?
Yeah.
no, Australia is obviously not as large as the moon.
End of history corner.
Which moon? This is it. Which moon?
Oh, which moon? Good point.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Good point.
Australia's pretty big, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, although, it's. I just thought that, you're.
Is the rest of the train ride going to be like this?
I don't know, it's whatever you make it, mate. You're the entertainment.
I've set on positivity.
Oh.
Just to get through this.
Oh, perfect. What are you gonna do? You gonna tell me a joke or something?
I don't really know any jokes, but I'm sure you're so funny, haha!
You gonna dance or something?
Let's give it the bap bap!
I'm gonna. Do you have a? Can you power down yourself at all?
I
You have
would
a
go.
sleep mode?
Bye.
I don't know. I could do a bit of a net, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm Australian.
Are you?
isn't it? Yeah.
suppose it'd be better than this. This powers down.
I don't know. Because I want to make sure that they don't run off.
Okay, you keep an eye on them
Yeah.
as you descend up to first class sector. And you guys drive Damien mad.
Hey, Damien.
Will he go crazy? We'll find out after the break.
Hey, Damien. So, LARPing is...
I'll make it stop, please.
Look, if you're not willing to learn about it, then you're not going to be able to escape the cell, alright? So, let's start this off now, and then by the time the break's finished, we should have been able to get through most things. So, step one of LARPing. Okay.
Hi there. welcome back. Well, welcome now. Which one is it? Did you ever leave? Were you still here? Well, what you should do is stasis! Sorry about that. You know what? Let's take a break, shall we? You permanently.
Hello there, Freddy the Dog here, chief producer and editor for Rolly Grail, asking you to like, subscribe, press the notifications bell, and leave a comment to this video. If not, you shall end up like this deflated ball. Ta-ta for now. Just missed him.
So, welcome back, folks. We find ourselves back with Damien losing the will to live as he's trying to.
I'll take it from here.
Okay.
Rule 147 of LARPing. Alright. It's just have fun, Damien, alright? We're not here to, make things difficult for ourselves. We're not here to, this is all just an experience. You've got to remember that we're only here to have fun. So make sure you're doing that. 148 is...
Not have fun.
It's you need to know the art of lockpicking, Damien. So if
Do we have a try? Do I
want to try?
Yes.
I mean, I suppose I put it in the rules, so I should probably give it a go. All right, fine. Does he have lockpicking tools, or is he basically just punching it?
No. No, he's been twiddling away with he obviously doesn't look like he really knows how to use them that well.
Okay.
He's not like he's not a pickpocket or rogue in this way. So you can take the tools off him and he'll give them to you. And you can have a go. I'm gonna say as a guard.
Yeah. As you know, guards are good at lockpicking.
What's your mental step?
It's a good one. It's 8.
Ooh.
I would say this.
I'm gonna let you make this an easy check because even that's gonna be difficult for you.
Okay.
You just need to get under.
Under 8.
Oh god.
Supposed to after 8s.
Oh.
Any type pluses in there?
No, fortunately not. That's 8, 9, 10, 12.
12.
Rule 149, Damien. Sometimes you fail, and you have to allow that to happen.
You, designer boy. You give it a go. What's your roll?
I'm trying to do the math in my head. It's quite high.
21.
21. Yes.
21.
You did the math faster than me.
Yes.
But he's mentally slow. It is a mystery.
With a 21. Yeah, I'll say you just go like this. Looking at them as you do it. And just,
Rule 150.
oh my god.
Remember your
And he-
friends, because they can be really helpful in this situation.
Always trying to he's gonna go. And he goes the door at the very end of the hallway has a big exit sign. Fire exit. And he just starts buttoning his way that way.
I'm not going there. I need to find my authentic Egyptian drapery that I have taken from Egypt. I assume they took it from me.
Yeah, so you want to go to the police lockup kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, you've got a kind of buzz door in the where they brought you through that closed behind. It's like electronic lock.
Do they have a coat hanger type thing where they put all their their official uniforms on?
Roll me a mental check.
Oh, damn.
I'll let you get easy because again it's quite hard for you.
I mean, it's awful, obviously.
What's your total?
Which one?
0. 10. So I rolled a number that is coming out of my mouth any moment now. 21.
No.
No?
You know where it is? On
Yeah.
the other side of the door.
Oh.
You're looking through and you're
Okay.
So this door has an electric
lock, yes.
lock, like a pass would use, have we seen? Did I observe someone using a pass to open these locks?
You probably would have done when you were getting dragged through. They were as they scanned.
Is there anyone in the room?
No, not at this moment because they stepped out.
They stepped out.
Because it's electronic, they don't feel like people are gonna. You just went to grab something. No one in this currently.
Interesting.
Otherwise, there'd be kind of alerts going on.
I would like to take a piece of fabric,
Okay.
and I would like to hold it in my hand. And what I want to do is, when they return to the door, I want to sneak behind them, and I want to place the fabric in between the lock of the door, so that it cannot lock.
Okay.
Shall I pretend to be ill or something? Be like, oh, help me.
If you like the taste of drama, please, my friend, do feel free.
Drama, you say?
Okay.
I return to the jail cell.
Okay.
I will also say I won't lock the jail cell. Let's leave it open for now, just in case I need to get out. And I begin my theatrics.
Okay. So you're gonna try and hide, and then put something in the lock,
Oui.
and then you are going to play damsel in distress.
Yes.
I'm going to say first of all. First, roll me a humanity check.
Will do.
Gonna ask for mediocre.
Of course, I know what that means. Time flux, first of all.
Nice.
And a 9. And my humanity's 18.
All right. Flying colors. Because the time flex, you automatically succeed a mediocre check. So in this case, there is a specific humanity-based time ability,
Okay.
which is called. Is usually insight, but in this case, you can also use it for deception.
Yes. Okay.
So, how would you like to use time to help you kind of get into character?
I know what we're going to do. I'm not going to use it.
That's what we're doing.
I'm not
here.
going to use it to get into character. I'm going to use it. You said deception.
Yeah.
I think this will count. To create a mirage of my 2 colleagues that were there before. Can I do that?
Like an after image.
Yeah. So that they don't suspect anything, because otherwise there's 2 people out of the jail cell.
It's like an after image. It's like you've left, but you've left part of yourself just behind enough to leave an image.
It is me stood quietly in the corner. And Damien losing his shit.
I'm going to say that.
So
I'm
once
going
again, you are in
to-
2 places at once.
Yes. What I'm going to say is, I'm going to let you do a. This is for stealth, first of all. A physical check. However, with it easy, and I'll let you do advantage, so you take away a die, so it's easier.
Oh.
Oh,
What's your physical game?
7.
7. Cool. So you just had to pass. You absolutely. You like. Tell us where you hide. Actually, tell us how you hide.
They cannot see me because I am not there. But also, I am in the ceiling.
Yes. You've gone like
Not strong enough to hold myself there.
for very
so
long.
I have attached myself with the fabric to the ceiling. And now,
You stapled yourself to the ceiling.
yes, one does not leave one's abode without the safety pins.
Have you made a hammock?
I am the hammock.
You turn yourself into a human hammock and hover above the security door. As you can see, just as you're just about to start these after images, you see a guard coming back with like a coffee in his hand, and he's coming back towards the door. And you recognize this guy from before.
Yeah.
He's coming towards, and he's prepping. You can see he's prepping his key card already to hit him to come in. And you, where do you disappear to with the after image?
I was going to remain in the cell to do some theatrics.
Okay. Cool. So, got the after images of Damien.
Actually.
What?
No. Sorry, no. I'll do that. Yeah.
After images, Damien and the Couturier. Damien's actually just left through that exit there, and he's gone. And then you've got Couturier, human hammock. You are ready for your part. He buzzes through the door. Sir, could you please? I'm gonna say this is like a precision perception. I'm gonna say this is gonna be quite tricky. I'm gonna say this is a hard check. So you need to get
Against what?
against dropping the.
No, I mean what's that? Physical, mental, humanity.
That'll be mental.
Okay.
So it's your skill that you're good at,
Mental.
but it's going to be quite because it's such a very precise thing to do, and to get it into a lock, to time as it comes in and locks in.
Okay. Not the best. Then it's about 20, 21.
21.
Is that right? That nice? No, that's not bad, it's 20.
20. No.
I would like to begin my theatrics because I take it what's probably going to happen is a bit of.
I tell you what's going to happen.
Yes, go on. Tell me what happens.
So
first and then I'll-
the fabric drops down, and it goes in the thing, but the door doesn't close the entire way. It's wedged open, and he goes to be like, "Oh, why that didn't close?" As I can imagine you might be descending down or doing something to.
No, I was just trying
just
to.
gonna hand it.
I was just trying
That's
to block the door.
fine. So he goes to check and see why it's not closed.
At
But
which
then,
point I will go, oh my! Oh dear, the pain! It's too much to bear. I can't possibly go on any longer.
and he goes like, he turns around and before he even goes, what?
Good sir, help me please. I
What's
can't.
wrong with you?
Oh, the pain of the whole thing. I mean, where's the humanity? Check.
What would you like to do with your humanity?
I'd like to. Like to try and get him to come in to help.
Okay, to bring him to you. So he doesn't, obviously the Couturier after image and Damien after image is there, so they're just kind of there. And he's just looking at you, the floor. I'm gonna allow you to let me get firstly what you want to do after this bit. It's not fully closed, it's stopped it, but it's kind of more ajar than just kind of slipping in that you could just open it like it was. I'm guessing you wanted the appearance that it was closed, but there was something that could allow it to open.
Yes, so that I could enter.
So this case with the check, it's open, but it's ajar. So it's not like it's so it's very obvious that it's not closed fully.
Okay, then
So I'm going to give you the opportunity.
I will drop down and enter.
Okay, you're just going to go.
Yes.
Okay, are you going to keep the fabric in there?
No, I will pick it up. You do not waste fabric.
And you close it behind you?
Oui.
Cool. You're locked in with.
Oh.
If you're going to the other side.
No, I was putting the fabric in the weapon place, whatever that is.
It's
Not
in
the
where the handle the locks to stop it locking completely. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes, so I could enter the weapon area and get to my fabric.
So you're going out. So this door, the electronic door I told you about, that leads to where you were dragged through from reception.
But not to my fabric.
Not yet.
Okay, well that's fine. I will go through there.
Cool. So, are you going to leave the fabric there for your friend?
Does he want to exit that way? I don't think so. What will he find? Nothing.
Wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind the option. I mean, I can't say anything. So.
It's on the Katoria.
Oh, the humanity of the pain!
No, he does not need me.
You close it. Roll your humanity check now.
Okay. 17.
17 and your humanity is
18.
18. Okay, cool. He comes to what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. What's going on here?
I'm heartbroken. It's been a long day, I've got to say. I have been trying to teach these two about the LARPing situation, and they're just not. To be honest with you, they're
Give
just
him an existential crisis.
they're just going on like it's like they're almost statues. They've just decided to not even interact with me anymore. They come and have a look.
He goes,
See, they don't even seem bothered anymore.
and how's that my problem?
Well, I mean, as I say, heartbroken over here. Oh, goodness. Heart attack, etc., etc. I say etc., etc.
You're having a heart attack, aren't you?
yeah, etc., etc. Oh, goodness.
So when I call this ambulance,
Yes.
you're not bullshitting me.
What? Sir, good sir, would I?
Right, you two look after him, and he's already down. Right, I'm gonna close this door, and I'm gonna let you guys do it. I'm gonna go get my colleagues. Gonna call.
Is there going to be a way? Because the jail cell
Yeah.
I've left open,
Yeah.
I can just catch the door as he's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna say roll a.
Get a bit of fabric to put in the door.
Oh.
So this is the jail cell door or the mechanical?
The
door?
mechanical door. So I left the jail cell door sort of.
That's open.
unlocked,
He's
but-
about to come out of the jail cell because that's where you've been thriving in heartbreak, and and he's gonna come out to go to go out and make a call. And
I want to try and catch the electronic door, if that's possible.
okay, I'm gonna say that this is going to be. I'm gonna say if the fabric has been left behind.
No,
No,
we do not
I'm gonna
waste
say
it.
you just have to pass this check.
Okay.
But even that's
Oh,
hard.
dear.
So it's a physical check.
Come on. Come on. Ooh. 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 I say ooh, and of course I failed. But I wanted to just make it like, for the viewers at home, just for a moment to let
You
them
get
think,
through the
no
jail cell,
way.
you're like, yes, and he just goes, slap. And you, bah! Against the physical door. And you go to see if the fabric is not there. At this point, as this is all happening and he's about to open the door, Katoria, you're currently in the hallway. And you need to get to the, find the weapons locker first.
But I need to find my fabric.
The fabric.
That is what matters. It is authentic.
Okay. You want to find the Egyptian cotton. So, I'm. So they would have put that in evidence, probably.
It would seem so.
I'm going to say roll me a mental check. To be mediocre to get a sense of where it is because you haven't gone by this. You're looking for signs of where you could find the evidence room.
I said 20.
20. You can't see any, but there is the front reception, which probably could provide you with some more information where you can find. Yes, there's currently a woman going at the computer as you get to the front reception, as they're like the clerk there, and she's just kind of finished processing the last person who just went by and gone into the interrogation room. Just having the way putting in the names, data, and all that sort of thing, while you try and find some sort of I don't know, some information to find the evidence locker.
I go up to her. What is she wearing?
She's just wearing just like a white blouse, pencil skirt, very kind of relaxed wear, but still has that kind of formalization about it.
expensive.
I take the fabrics that I have picked up and I go to the desk and I hold it out to her and I say, hello, I am the couturier. I notice your look is lacking, but your face is beautiful. I see this picture in front of me, an idea of a future brighter and more fitting of your beauty. I see a world where the desk is gone and the lights are on. I see fabric that reels you, the flowers, the nature of beauty. This is your future. Are you interested in it?
Roll a humanity check, easy, and with advantage. As you've charming her.
What's that? Is it time flux? 18 with a time flux. My humanity is 19. Let's see the advantage to see if I get a double time flux.
I mean, with a type. You want to
I got another time flux in the other one, and it was lower.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's 19. Sorry,
So
I can't do
you
maths.
get the first type flux. So, how are you going to influence her to woo this individual into?
She looks. I stand there, and the material it seems to change. It's because I am manipulating it through the power of time. It is changing in front of her. Beautiful, wonderful, inspired. And swoosh, and suddenly she sees a small miniature dress, a vision of the future, an idea seeded in the brain.
That's beautiful.
You see it is a reflection of yourself.
I see it.
It is hard to miss.
Spanish.
Sai. Sai. Alas, so much I have to take my nail. The breath of life. Oh god. First time I've had to bring this out during the game. Oh my goodness. Okay. You look familiar.
You know, I am the couturier. I am inevitable. No,
You're a magician.
I am.
You are?
I am magic, some would say. But what is magic if not only intention? And my intention here is to retrieve something that was taken from me.
Dear. Was it a robbery?
Some would say. Some would say this is true. Others would say I am simply waiting for you to return what was taken.
I
This
think
department-
I'm nervous now. No.
No, you would not. You know the vision. And the vision is Egyptian fabric, authentic, ancient, beautiful.
Shall I get someone to...
Can you take me yourself? I believe it is left in the evidence.
I suppose it won't be a problem to step away for 2 minutes.
No.
Since you made me such a nice...
You have to understand you are not stepping away for 2 minutes, you are stepping away for the rest of your life to be more.
Well,
to
I've
be
got
more.
rent to pay. I can't...
Why pay rent when you could exist above all?
I did do that.
This is my job. This is my way. This is my purpose. But my purpose now is the fabric.
Are you hiring?
I don't hire, I simply make.
I'll tell you what, darling. Let me just help you. It's all these fancy words, but I will. Maybe there's something. I'll check the lost and found in the evidence. So if you come with me, and she will take you to the lost and found, and you are currently just strapped behind. Just before you disperse, just as the security guard goes and calls for medical attention. We return to the monorail. And it's like,
Alright, mate.
next stop, the first quarter. And drives in, and after this hour of travel, Goldilocks goes, oh, we're here, great.
Are you feeling better now? Feeling a bit less salty, are you?
Well, I've given myself no choice but to be positive, so yes, I am great.
Great to hear, mate. Alright. It is interesting here then, do you think?
Well, there is the Star Station laboratories here. All the top researchers are on the first quarter of the first ring, and there is, as you can see, and you look around, and everything is just like beautiful, like space, like metallic, like almost like looks like diamonds, but it's made out of like just the most polished like metals, and you can see the reflections of yourself as you go by. It's like a city of mirrors, but it's made out of like just well sculptured and beautifully like architectural, like it's like works of art of like canvas of metal. But the Victoria, you said, oh, you love this, mate. You love this. Yeah.
You wouldn't
Be
appreciate
studying,
it.
so inspired. And it's like also this is where the kind of main storage bays are, and yeah, a lot of if you call this basically, it's like R&D around here.
First class is R&D.
Well, this sector in the station here, it's effectively a research station, so the scientists get a lot of privileges around here.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yes.
You been here much?
No, not till now. When you forced me to come here.
First time
But
here.
I'm fine.
But have you been programmed to know the area then?
I could interface with something, and then
Well, what I'm saying, mate, is you've just explained everything to me.
I just know areas of things. I don't
I
know
thought you
exact
was- I
things.
thought
I
you-
don't have clearance. I am not.
to say I know.
I am a fucking golden. I've switched off the positivity. And you know what? You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, I think some more
See your dolphin.
intimidation.
See your dolphin dangles it off the edge next to the monorail. Fuck you, make me. Test me.
I'm gonna grab him.
Okay. And
Do I have any weapons on me?
you've got your knives. You've got the tip of a spear.
I'm gonna bring up the tip of the spear,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna thread in this CPU. So if this happens again, mate, I'll just strip you for parts, chuck your CPU away, chuck your head away, and then keep you for gold. Send you in, get some money.
Roll a humility check.
I'm doing it physically as well. I'm using a lot of.
I'm gonna give you advantage on your humility check. So you just have to roll 2 dice.
2 dice.
Yeah.
Just the 2 dice, actually.
And humility. God. Oh no, it wasn't that still. Okay. I'm used to advantage being rolled twice. I rolled a 12.
What's your humanity?
12. It's not a save.
Lovely.
Sorry, switch the positivity back on. I must have been a glitch. I'm really sorry. There's a dolphin.
Oh, it's alright. That's alright, mate. Don't worry. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the labs. Sounds good.
I don't think we're allowed there.
No, I'm sure we can find a way in. You seem like you know most things. Your hand looks pretty handy.
Who pays for things?
You could probably enter doors with it, can't you, mate? Look, you know what? You need. Look, I had to use the word positivity because it seems to trigger you, but you just need to look
It's
on the
switched on, I
bright.
promise.
You need to look on the brighter side of life, mate. All right? remember the Australian outlook, alright?
Right? We're in space. Suck.
Lab. Let's go to the lab.
Okay.
I think it'd be interesting. Yeah.
And you arrive at a set of like slide doors, and there's no. I'm gonna say when you're here, there's no need for the doors to be open. As if they've been crushed and peeled open.
What? Ooh, interesting. Alright, mate. I'm gonna. I'll tell you what, Barbara. Why don't you go in and scout it out for me? Have a look.
So, I would like to live. This doesn't look good.
Doesn't. That's why I'm sending you in first.
Maybe if I die, this will be better. Just get it over with.
I agree. Yes.
And you waltz in.
Waltzes in. Yes.
Yes, with your dolphin in hand.
Oh no. Well, I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you in, Barbara.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna
We
keep
come
the
back
dog.
to we come back to Gary the guy getting lifted into our ambulance.
Oh, sugar. I actually wanted to do something before that, but if that's
what
where it
would
is.
you like to do?
I was going to waltz my ass over to the exit door and run out. But if I'm in the ambulance, I'm in the ambulance. I'll do what you tell me.
No, okay, I'll give you the chance. Go for it.
I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, and waltz over to the door.
Send me a second there.
Yeah. And sorry, that wasn't a waltz. I know that. But and I'm going to
Go out.
open the door.
Savings at that daily
Exactly.
look. Yeah.
Exactly. Do I see the ambulance pulling up?
You do go by, like you're in like the back back behind the police station. You see it go by down like the alleyway and park out the front.
Okay.
And you see like got the fucking drama queen in here, and goes to head back inside with a couple of paramedics. As
So the ambulance is free.
You just described that, yes.
I really did.
Sorry, mate.
I'm gonna say though, it's in front of a police station,
Yeah.
so
GTA!
I'm going to say there's one or two ways you can do this.
Okay.
You can either stealthy way or blacky way.
You can go in through the door on the left or the door on the right.
You can either sneak to get in,
Yeah.
or you can kind of, because there is a police officer just outside on a smoke break.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in my security gear. Why would I sneak?
Because it's something like their security gear.
Exactly. Well, yeah, fair enough. But okay, well,
But you can blind.
exactly. Yeah. I'll just I'll just wander over.
Sonder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I won't even say anything to the smoking guy. Alright. Just
Sorry, mate.
yeah, good. Just jump into the basically like I'm supposed to be. You know when you walk with purpose, you're just like, oh yeah, just doing my normal day job really. Just grabbing.
Roll a humanity check.
Okay.
I'm gonna say mediocre.
Okay. Don't call
No.
me mediocre.
Mediocre.
Time flux.
Oh, fuck.
And a pass. I got an 11.
How do you want to use your power to get yourself in?
Let me choose from the menu.
Yes.
I'd like to start with.
Hold on a minute. You said there's a man who's looking at me. He's looking at me a little bit weird, yeah?
Yeah.
Stasis.
Okay. You're fine. He just goes. Mate, I don't think you're not a paramedic, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Stasis! Can I yell it as well?
It doesn't matter. He's not gonna hear it.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just like this, mid holding cigarette.
Yeah.
Cigarette's still going.
I take the cigarette.
You can see his eyes.
Yeah,
going
he's
like
like,
this,
you bastard. Yeah.
and he's just there.
smoking's bad for you, and I stub it out. I'm going to the back of the ambulance.
Yes, you get the back of the ambulance.
And I'm going to take a one of the ambulance gear.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to pretend like I am working.
You're going to put that
So
onto the security
yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Cool.
Let me
All right.
just, hold on. Let me just imagine what that would look like. So I'd say probably something like this.
Oh, perfect. Do it to the hat as well.
Inside out.
Good bit.
Inside out hat.
Yeah.
Something like that, and then
Alright.
I'd say they put their hats like this.
Wow.
Wouldn't you?
You know,
You look like a very dodgy Amazon driver.
I mean, that's without all of this.
So
on
a
as
man
well.
is just throwing a package at a door.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess as well, you've been there, and literally as you've been doing this, Damien's halfway getting into the ambulance on the other side. Going,
Damien? You heard
you can
about
do that too.
Rule 151, Damien? Dress up. You have to keep changing your look. So make sure that, obviously what you're wearing right now, obvious, alright? So you want to start thinking about... Yes.
If I could do what you did to that guy, I would.
Stasis! No.
He goes, ah! He goes, impervious. You asshole, drive me. I need you to drive me to the R&D.
Oh, R&D? What's that? Rest and... development. Arrested development.
Let me drive.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you mind bearing this for one moment, actually? My colleague is probably just about to come out of here in a moment with some draperie. Can we just give him a moment?
Wait.
Well, I mean... Possibly. Can I just check? Is there any chance that he'll be coming out anytime soon?
We come to the.
I don't know. How fast is she going?
During this happening, this whole shenanigans going on, we come to you in this time before he's left through the fire exit. She brought the evidence. Look, what do you say it was, love?
It is authentic Egyptian draperie.
Okay, alright, I'll look through lost and found. And as she's doing that, there is the kind of the evidence locker where you'll probably know that's if it's anything because she hasn't realized you're effectively a convict or something. So anything that was taken off of you would be in there. She's looking through this lost and found box.
Can I observe it?
Observe the
Draperie in the evidence?
yeah, roll a because you know what you're looking for. I'll say it's easy. Check.
Mental?
Mental.
Okay. That would be a 13.
14. You raise you know your work anywhere, and you look into it, and there's like this little gap where obviously there would be like an evidence policeman working the evidence locker and stuff. He is currently not there. You could jump through this kind of where the grating is there, like it's like a desk on its own, and then it's lost and found where she's just like elbowed trying to find what you're asking for. You could slide in and you exactly know where it is.
I will do it awkwardly. And retrieve my fabric.
Okay. Is it okay? Can you roll me a physical check? Just need a pass. Just need a pass.
What's
Easy.
going to happen? Oh, did not happen.
So, what happens is you get your stuff and you come out and you go. Bah! You clamber out. It's just. Were you in the evidence locker?
Why weren't you?
Because I was looking lost and found.
And yet, you were lost and I have found the fabric. Now, are you ready?
Go there.
Are
Go
you-
there.
Are you ready?
Help! As he shouts.
Yes, you do need help. Come with me. We are going to give you a bright future.
She runs out the door.
Pity. I will walk slowly out the door.
Okay. You see, like, as you exit the door, you see, like, the paramedics and policemen go into the cell, and this lady shouting out after them goes towards the cell as well, leaving the front doors where you are. And you see, like, a little trail of smoke coming from the side of the door.
As I exit the front door, just looking at the front, I will walk up to him. What does he have on him?
Just all his police gear.
Does he have any sort of badge or identifying?
Yeah, he'll have that on him.
I
Yeah.
will take it.
Okay.
Now, I am Detective Secretary.
Oh no, we picked bandages. Oh no, and you see two stooges in the car just looking at you like,
Very slowly I will walk to the car. So they feel awkward.
to the ambulance.
To the ambulance.
What seems to be the problem, sir? Are you injured? Are you? Oh, it's you! Ah, so I didn't recognise you because of the badge.
You see, Guy,
Yes.
this is Lab.
Ah, now I
play the
understand.
part.
You see, I've been playing the part too. Didn't you think? Quite good,
You
yeah?
have.
Yeah,
You pull it off well.
thank you.
It is surprising considering your complexion.
Ooh. 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 Need some cream for that, Burn.
Yes, that was the point of the car.
And Damien's like, get in the car! We'll go to my ship.
Holy shit.
I will get in.
And
The ambulance.
yeah, the ambulance, and you are driven away as he travels you in the direction up towards where the first quarter is of the R&D area.
Very important question.
Yes.
Siren, on or off?
Do the fuck you want.
Yay!
You've just got like this.
Where's
Is there like any painkillers in there?
Loads, yeah!
Yeah, he just goes. Oh,
I mean, loads.
we come back to you've just sent in Goldilocks into Barbara. Into Barbara. Into there, and
I'm gonna keep good eye contact on him.
okay.
I don't
Well,
want
she
to
goes
run
around the
off.
corner and you lose visual.
Oh,
Gosh.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything happened. You just told them to go inside. It seems kind of clear, but there's weird markings on the wall and occasional blood pool. Okay, maybe it doesn't look that great.
okay.
Do you want to get your dolphin?
Any dead bodies then?
There's one I can see. Yes.
Okay, this is interesting. All right.
Can I come back now, please?
Nah, just stay there for a second.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna go in.
Can we go in?
Yeah.
And you catch up and you see like claw marks all over the wall and like streaks of blood. Come around the corner and you see Goldie Barbara like Netflix over her body of claw marks that look very familiar. And yeah, you see this one's being absolutely like gorged on and ripped apart, is barely recognizable. Like, I think it's bad here.
Yeah, but I think, look, positivity, all right. Okay, look, research.
There's only so
You can
much
have some good stuff
positivity
in
one
here.
can have. My setting
Evil.
only goes so high.
Nellie's coming out.
What?
Nellie's coming out, all right. Come on,
Do you want, here, so you want Nelly?
we're gonna soldier forwards.
We're gonna. Oh, goodness.
Yes. So what is it? These are scratches,
Like claws.
claws, and you're saying I recognise them?
Yes. The marks, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I definitely remember them.
Character dog, Ben doesn't.
Alright, okay, I take it. Yeah.
It's a crocodile, mate.
Crocodile. Yes, I remember that. Perfect, a crocodile. I'm gonna... What's ahead?
You see kind of these kind of medical like doors, so you can kind of see through them and look like they could be. They're like is the word plexiglass? You know how it's like got these kind of little check marks like you'd see in like a medical facility or like just a lab, and there's kind of like a bit of a mist coming inside of one of these rooms as you're coming up to this kind of. They've got windows to them so you can peer in as well, but it is obscured with a bit of mist. But you do see, like beyond that, you do see like a couple of figures, some humanoid looking and some kind of like looking like they've got some bulk on them. Very muscular.
Do they look?
Figure.
You said they're humans.
Some of them look like humanoids.
Okay.
So they're either humans or you're with an automaton right now. So it could, be any sort of being that's humanoid-like, or there's something non-humanoid looking as well.
Yeah, I mean this is a bit.
But you're kind of it's obscure.
I'm gonna go to a place where I can get a better view of these things.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
You can either enter.
do you happen to have binoculars or anything like that?
Even if I did, how am I going to see through that?
I don't know, maybe they're special binoculars.
I don't have special binoculars.
Well, maybe you should have done. That would have helped.
I did not make myself.
Who made you then? Were you made here?
Sure.
You don't seem convinced. Oh, come on.
I'm about to change my function to Murderbot.
Well, you can try. I'm gonna stab a CPU.
Oh!
Okay.
I don't want to be threatened.
Wow, that was a long pause for that decision as well.
That's a big decision.
That was a huge
Big
decision.
All right. I'm
Quietly,
going to
of
say
course.
this is a mediocre check.
Physical, but
So,
Wow.
yeah.
18,
18 and what's your physical?
22.
I'm trying to do math as well now.
Are you going mediocre's 5 under now?
Yeah.
Okay, so then no.
Hold on, I'm just realising you're stabbing him because he doesn't have X-ray binoculars.
No, I'm not stabbing him because he threatened to
Oh,
murder.
Okay,
Okay,
so
gotcha.
you
Yeah.
go to stab for his CPU and he goes, and his eyes go, I've had enough of you.
Hold on. Oh, God.
And he is going to kick you through the doors
Oh, goodness.
into the
me.
mist.
Okay.
So, it's going to be, I'm going to say it's the same, mediocre. So he has to try to beat this. He fails miserably. I rolled 2 10s and a 4, and his physical 19. So he's rolled way
Oh, it's
over.
pretty physical though.
And he doesn't have time powers, so it doesn't matter. So he goes to kick you, and you kind of, yeah. Hop out the way.
Oh, fuck's on.
Alright, we'll come back to this. As you start fighting a golden automaton outside a very
Just
interesting space.
remember it's 2 on 1 because you've got the dolphin, alright?
Does the dolphin have
Who's
good
holding the
physical-
dolphin, though?
Oh,
Obviously me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
You've been
point.
making Nelly the entire time. So we come back to you guys driving up, and you're arrived to the R.
Sorry, just to say, I found the button that changes the siren to ice cream van. So
Not fucking
now
ice cream van.
Now it's playing.
Who's playing Green Sleeve?
Green Sleeves, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Turns off.
Ding, 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 ding,
Turns off.
ding, 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 ding. Why is it broken?
I want to get to my ship. I just want to get to my ship. Please, can I just get into my
Ding,
ship?
ding, ding, ding.
And he drives here, and he gets to. There's like the storage area here, and you guys do see a ship. But then on the other side, he goes, "Oh, what? Hold on!" And he gets out the door and charges towards a peeled away doorway with 4 marks.
How big is the ship? Is it?
The ship is through, like, there's like a tall fence, and it's through the other side, and it's like it's part of a big loading bay that's attached onto this building. So it's like they get in and out supplies as they need for whatever they're doing inside the whatever this is, some sort of labs or.
So we'd have to go in to get to the ship. All for one and one for all, I'd say. As I move over into the driver's position of the ambulance, stick green sleeves back on,
Ding, 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 ding,
start driving
ding,
towards
ding,
the
ding, ding.
fence. Yeah. No, not the fence. No, into the lab. Because
Through the.
well, the thing is, you said that you can't get to the ship without going through the lab.
Yeah, but it's doors. You're smashing into a building, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends how big the corridors are. The corridors.
You might make a bigger doorway.
I'm going for the fence.
Yeah, okay. Probably better just to grab something and do the.
What I do is I reverse back and smash into the doorway. Then I go.
Sting is like, ah!
yeah.
And he goes through.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say you gotta do a. I feel this is a very kind of focused task, so I'm gonna say mental.
Okay.
And driving. I'm gonna say, what's your mental?
8.
I'm gonna just make it like just pass. Be able to pass.
Obviously, I failed on 1 dice, so
Ooh,
I mean,
no way.
so 18, 21.
Wow.
21.
Have you passed anything?
Yeah, 1 check.
One check.
One check.
Okay.
But 1 check is all it takes.
Okay. Both of you take 8 points of damage as you go flying through the woods and you smash into the fence. It kind of buckles a bit, but you go and smack against the like wire fencing, and now you're just on the bonnet of the ambulance.
Is green sleeve still playing?
Yes. Yeah.
Points of damage. Important question. Very important question.
Like the other ones.
Did our health regenerate at any point?
When you came into this next session, I should have said that you would have been back up.
Because
You had.
my health points, if it didn't, was 2.
Oh my god. Oh, breathe.
No, sorry. I should have made that clarification a lot earlier. Like, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
8
you're
points
fine.
of
You're
damage.
okay. You're good. Woo! You would have been dead.
Right.
Wow.
He felt impaled on
You would have had
something.
that death saves though. So.
Oh, yeah, fair point. Yeah. And I
At least you were an ambulance.
Yeah. Was in the right place.
How did he die driving the ambulance?
You're going home in the back.
Gary Guard, nothing if not ironic.
Yeah. So, you guys are on the front bonnet of this ambulance, and she's catapulted through the windscreen.
All good, Victoria.
That was unpleasant.
Can we climb the fence?
Yes, it'll be physical checks.
Let's not climb the fence.
Would you like a booster?
Oh, yeah, I'd take a boost. Yeah.
I'll say you can roll with advantage, so 2 dice.
Yeah.
Physical check is still gonna be just pass.
9. No, lies. 19. But I did get a time flux.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
So
get to
you
roll
auto
it.
succeed a mediocre check. You get over the other side of the fence. Tell us how you time. to like to do that.
You could go before the crash.
So I.
That's true.
That's a good point. That's a
Use
good
the
point.
momentum of the crash.
Crash to just go. I really like that. Let's do that. I sort of wind back time, and instead of being in the driver's seat,
Yeah.
I'm on the roof, and then as it hits, I go whee over the top.
Oh wow.
I still feel this is gonna accrue some damage.
I'm more than happy to continue the damage.
Hold the
Damage, but it's cool.
Keep the damage you
Yeah.
took,
Yeah.
but instead of flying into like through a windscreen, you're like, ah, I'm back. Ah.
Oh, that's quite painful.
Couturier still's like, ah, on the bonnet.
Because you've done my trick.
He was there a second ago. You go, and he's like on the other side on the tarmac, like he's almost walked through the fence.
Double thumbs up from me.
Can I scale this fence?
You can attempt to, yeah.
Can I try to give him a help from the other side? Is that doable?
You got a rope.
Do you have fabric?
I'm not using my fabric for this.
Ah.
I've got the whistle.
I've got a torch so I can show him where he can put his feet. How's that? It's a physical torch as well.
It's a prop.
It's a real.
It's got to be worth something.
Sure.
Real money was spent on this.
Why the fuck not? Roll. So roll with 2 dice instead of 3.
Okay. Definitely not.
No.
I failed on
You
one
go
die.
there. No, you wrong place.
I bought this torch for nothing.
I'm just there like a cat. Just
No, you have to grip. You have to grip. Opposable thumbs, remember?
I'm just scratching.
Yeah. Like a cat.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say we come back to this fight. He's trying to kick you, and he's holding. No.
I would like to say that I think I did a while ago threaten him with now.
Yes.
I mean, I have now. But we can. I'm okay with him having now.
Okay.
Is there any liquids around here? Toilet?
Roll for toilet. So
What is the toilet roll?
Ah, brilliant.
Mental. What's your mental level?
My mental level is 13.
13.
Age 13, yeah.
I'm going to say. Roll a easy check. So you just have to pass.
3 dice. Ooh, 4. Ooh, 9.
9.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a toilet.
The toilet, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
run
it's,
over.
I'm going to say it's right behind him.
Okay.
He's in front of the toilet.
Okay. I am going to. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Okay, I've got a way. I'm going to. You're going to go over to the toilet and hope this. Do I have to roll for toilet roll?
What are you going to do?
I want to get the toilet roll.
Wait a minute, this is a toilet roll.
That's what I just said. I'm going to get the toilet roll.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it in the flushed toilet.
Right.
And then I'm going to get a clump of wet toilet paper.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shove it on his CPU.
Oh. You can try and fry his circuit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say roll a.
I'm pretty physical while I'm doing this. This is
Yeah, this is. Yeah,
push.
no, yeah, that's fine. Trying to push to get to the toilet roll to stuff it in his CPU.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Roll me a physical check. Mediocre. Oh god.
Okay, it's looking good. Oh, 10.
10.
No time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Easy. You dive past him and you grab the toilet roll, sponge it in the toilet. And you.
Can I throw it instead at the CPU?
Splat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. For damage, roll 3d10, please. Roll all 3 of your dice for damage.
I want high now, I take it.
Yeah, that you want high.
10, 13, 14.
14. Okay. And he gets electrocuted. He's smoking. Yeah, he is not looking so good. He's still operational, but he's fried.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can I take out his CPU?
Yes, but not before. He is going to try and spin around the back. Spinning back fist. Spinning back fist! Okay, I'm gonna say...
Is that a band?
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a hard check for him because he's just been electrocuted.
I would agree.
So, he has
Doesn't go
to
straight
get...
into the tool.
he needs to get a...
You can duck down on
9 on this. This is gonna be tough for him. 8.
Oh, God.
He manages to clock you, and you take 17 points of.
My block is 32.
We're not using that anymore.
But it's 32. I've got
We're
it written
using
down.
same DCs.
I'm using... No, I've got it written down so it counts. Alright, what do I take it off?
17.
Minus 17.
Yes.
But then plus your block.
from your what, like 156 or
Yeah.
something?
Yes, I've damaged you so
Yay!
Yeah, well done.
I like.
But you have been damaged!
You've been damaged, and it's not by
The
a rock.
rules are improving slightly.
Yay!
And breaking in others. Yeah. So, at this point, Damien runs in and goes, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Alright, mate. Can you just help me take out this robot? Barbara, just turned on me.
That's your problem, bro. And he runs into, he sees these figures, and he goes, and he looks into the space world that's kind of misting up like this. It's effectively like steam, and he runs in to see who these figures are because he looks like he's looking for someone. He's looking for something or someone, and that is Damien. We come back to you guys. You are on the one side of the fence where on the ship side, you're on the other side. So we'll start with you. What are you doing?
Can I get in the ship?
You can go up towards the ship. Yeah, it's a very familiar looking ship.
Is it? What is familiar about it?
You've been in this, just not in this time.
Oh, it's a ship. Oh my god. I'm going to enter and I'm going to play the video.
First, you need to get access without its pilot.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this is going to require a mental check. I just need you to pass, I think.
Okay. I have
What's your mental?
8. I have been in this ship before though, so I know.
Okay, I'll let you do with advantage. I'll let you do it 2 dice because you.
I mean, I'm still not going to pass.
It's still going to be tricky
almost
as hell.
no chance
Yes.
of passing here. Oh, whoopsie.
Oh,
2. Come on.
Ah.
8. I got an 8. Yeah, my thing is 8, and I did a pass.
Second pass?
You go you get in. Well, you don't even know how. You were just mashing buttons that just happened to work.
I was like, yeah, well, you know, the code. I knew the
1, 2,
code.
3, 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. Sorted. What's the problem?
You just every time.
Yeah.
I'm security. I know these things.
Actually, no. I put in my own birthday.
Your own birthday, and you get in. It's weirdly
Wow.
enough. Yes, and you go inside to play a video,
Yeah.
but it doesn't exist yet.
I record the video.
You're going to record the video. We'll get back to that. Give you time to think about what you're going to say. So, Cthulhu.
So, tell me what I observe. I am on the bonnet of the ambulance, next to a fence pointing at it.
Yes, you see Gary leave you to go in the ship and somehow get access to the ship instantly. And he just goes in.
Okay. I've not seen this before. Is this, how tall is this fence?
It's about 10 feet.
What else is around? There's a door that...
There's a door which Damien went through.
Any other
which the
doors
ambulance
or
reversed
windows
into.
or... Any other doors or windows or points of access?
That... I'll tell you what, roll me a mental check.
Okay. That is 16.
6.
With a time flux.
Time flux.
Of course it is.
I'm going to say, first of all,
What is
what
the
you
best
see,
again?
and then you can decide what you do with your time flux, right?
Okay.
So, you see there is a vent about 5 feet off the ground, which you can probably get into. How do you want to use time to navigate this? Oh, Jesus!
Bless you.
Too much power!
I was like, I went to speak and then the sneeze. But I caught it. Because I am the good
The time build up.
Time sneeze.
I'm going to I'm going to see, I want to fuck around with things, but at the same time I'm like, we probably ought to get on with it.
Do what you need to.
I will, it's
what
a
you want.
dangerous thing to say. No, I will do what he did. I will rewind time and I will launch myself over the fence.
Oh,
Cool.
fair enough. I will allow that to happen. As you go, look at the vent, look at the door, look through it. Fuck this, and you go back.
Does this mean you jump together?
Yeah, can I go back? Hold on a minute. Ah!
And you're on the other side of the fence, and he's already gone ahead. And you just see him go into the thing, and you're just kind of on the top. You just go, and you look at him going into the ship, the tarmac.
Okay, I will follow.
You will follow in. Okay. Come back to you.
Alright, mate.
Alright.
Yeah.
He is just spinning back fists, yeah?
That
You throw
really
a
hurts,
soggy
mate.
roll at him.
I'm not happy.
He's not happy.
Can I just say, Soggy Roll is definitely a boy band.
Or a name of the song.
Oh yeah.
Soggy roll, soggy roll. Oh, help me God, soggy roll.
I've got to get the toilet roll again, haven't I? No.
You get him close.
Reload.
You're right in the toilet. You like went past it behind him through the roll. And
I
then
know what I'm
back
doing.
facing- You pick up another one? No.
I'm grabbing him by the head
Yeah.
and I'm stuffing his head down the toilet.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
I'm not gonna flush the toilet.
Okay.
I don't want to make too much noise.
To drag the other horrible things in the other room.
Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna go back in time a little bit. I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna put it in the sink and
You
turn on
put
the
it-
tap.
Okay.
Yeah, but physically though. I'm gonna
Yeah,
force
I
it.
would imagine.
Yeah.
Use my mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can absolutely do that. Mediocre check. So you need to get under 5 under your stat.
12, 19.
That is 12 with 2
Oh.
time flux.
Oh my, that's a first!
Flipping flip.
That is a
I'm
first.
1 off on the third one.
Yeah.
Does that make it any better?
Well, you get 2. Dude, you get 2! That's the first time that's happened.
That's like a special one, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
So with that,
What?
that is
How do I
either
know?
a critical or you extend the effect of whatever power you choose.
Ooh.
So you double the damage that you do, or you double the effect of a power that you do. In this day's combat, you probably want to do damage.
Yeah. Can I?
You can like smash his head through the sink probably and then fucking power it.
You know what? I'm Australian. I'm not crazy. I'm gonna. It might come across that way.
Yeah.
I love how there's levels. It's Australian. And just underneath that is crazy.
Yeah. I'm
Is that
gonna
one
turn
that-
on because I had turned on the cold tap.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on the hot tap as
Ooh.
well. I'm going double. Double tap.
Double tap.
During the episode! Yes.
That's
I don't know how I'm
perfect.
using time for that, but
We have all the time. So you like a high velocity, you like speed up, you put the cold on and the hot, and then you smash his face through the sink.
not quietly.
I'm gonna quietly roll 3d10 and then double it.
Oh, this is for damage. Good.
This is for
Not
damage.
rolling, okay. Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Oh,
What did you roll?
God. 15, 24 times 2, 48.
Fuck!
Is he slightly dead?
Wow.
He is literally as you smash him through the sink and like
Quietly.
So wait, 48. Fuck me.
Wow.
You pick him up and half his face is sheared off.
Oh.
He is like he's like glitching in and out, and he's just kind of going frantic. Like he's gone back to default settings, and he's just flailing out.
Can I try and
Your next turn, you can.
okay. Alright.
He is going to, as flailing, attack you. And fails. Fails absolutely miserably. As this is actually right, he's just like spazzing out, and you're just kind of he's like flinging at you, and you're just keeping his head down there. In the hot and cold taps of the still. You
Double
smash
tap.
the sink, but the cold and hot is still pouring on him. We now come to we go to you.
I stand.
We'll get back to Damien at some point.
I stand at the screen and I press the record button. And I say, "My name is Gary God, and this is a message for Damien Starr. Rule 1 of LARPing is..." And I begin to work through the list.
Wow.
Money.
Wow. I hate you. So good though. Okay, and you're there as well.
I observe this.
Do you want to get the video?
No. What else do I observe? I have never been on this ship.
Well, tell me what you would like to look for. What are you looking for a way to start the ship? Are you
I'm
looking at a way
looking for everything. How to start it, how to run it, and also what it looks like. What is the inspiration I can gain from it? Is there any
it is all
fabric?
grey.
Any spare? What is grey? Oh, I said
The whole
flashback.
ship is grey. It needs inspiration.
Maybe like a canvas.
Roll a mental check.
It's pretty high. No, it's not 19. That's right.
19.
16 plus 3, yeah, 19.
Yeah, with that, you do find the way to turn the ship on. And you also see that this place needs a lot of inspiration.
This is obvious.
Very uninspired. It needs a designer's touch. Because it's all grey.
We've done that joke before. We don't need to do it again. The road continues in a straight line until there is a turn.
And your voices. I guess we'll get back to that as we return back to yourself.
Nah, alright, mate. Feeling pretty
As you just have this holding him to the back of the head of this like half face cleaned off robot.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it still seem it's just hit me, so it's still a threat?
It's in default settings and it's just defending itself. It's lost all sort of personality. It's in default and it's protecting itself. It's lost all personality at this point.
Is there some form of reset switch or something?
I will say you will have to roll a
Physical?
No. Mental check. Because yours is quite low, I'll let you. No advantage. but to just pass.
Okay.
Easy check. That's still going to be quite difficult.
That's 10, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
16, I failed.
You can't, as you're flying around too much, you can't find it, and at that point, he still misses you as he is literally there's no sign, there's no logic to the strikes. He's literally striking out at everything and anything.
Okay.
Because half his face is gone as well, so he's working with one.
Can
robot
I
attack.
do one more thing before? Can I pick him up and throw him into the what was it, smoke or something?
Yes,
Can I throw him in there?
on your next turn.
Okay.
As while you're in the motion of picking it up, you see a commotion happening in the mist. And at that point, we come back to yourselves. You found how to switch it on. You're recording a message.
Just getting to the last rule, which is 153, decorating. It's a bit drab in here, isn't it, Mr. Couturier? So see what you can do about that. LARPing is all about, the show. A bit of flair, but show this craft some love because it really needs it. Anything from you, Couturier, before I finish the recording?
No.
No?
No.
No. Press end record,
Okay.
and then I go into settings and I switch off the ads.
Okay. So your future self doesn't have to go through that again.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Put a password on it.
Yeah.
Alright. Directly back, unless the Couturier wants to do anything else.
I'm going to try and start the ship.
Alright, I'm going to say mental check. Mediocre.
Mediocre.
No! What?
Oh.
What?
No! Oh my god! No! No! God! What?
I am God!
Wow.
Just confirm for everybody what's
Oh
just
my
happened.
god.
That is a triple time flux.
Wow.
Wow.
On a pretty big roll as well.
Wow. Back to
So
the
just to describe to everyone, when you roll 3 time fluxes, you unlock an ultimate ability of one of 3 things. Rewrite, change any point in time, remove something or someone in existence, or reset, remove all damage effects done to you. I feel like the last one's not going to happen, it's going to be the other 2. One of them.
You might want to give me a minute to think about this.
That's massive.
As you go to touch, I think what happens is you go to touch this, and everything, there's like a as you enter like a time bubble, and you observe. I just want to do this. As you're recording, it's like, you're alright, mate. And you just see him start to levitate off the floor.
I start the recording again. I'm like, quite sure what's going on here, but turn the camera towards Couturier.
And you're starting to go like a hot white, like an aura around you. At this point, we come back to yourself. You're wanting to throw a particular robot into the mist. Okay. Roll. Mediocre check.
On physical.
On physical.
11. What was my time flux again?
6 is your time flux. You rolled a time flux.
Oh
my God.
16.
You would have rolled 2 of my time fluxes on that.
I'm
yeah.
going to say that you throw him. What power do you want to use on top of this?
For the tap.
Okay, bring the tap with me.
Throw him into the mist.
Can I? How does fast forward work? Could I fast forward into cover in the room? Can I throw him and then go further than him? Oh, we're not in combat, are we? So
You are throwing him. I did write his this. I'll allow this. I'm going to change this password.
I basically, what I want to do...
You can go in combat, because we're at 6 seconds. You can
I'm
6
not
rounds.
in combat, am I?
You're just smashing a robot's head
He's
into him.
pretty dead. I think we're out of combat now.
Well, as he leaves your grass and go flying probably, but like you can like dash out and...
What I want to do
Yeah.
is I want to dash around in the smoke and see what's there. Very quickly, like the Flash.
You can do that in 6 seconds. It's 6
Yeah.
seconds of like...
I'll dash around there. I want to explore.
Okay, as you're like going like the Flash through here, you see, you're already ahead of the robot you just threw. And you see Damien coming out the smoke, out the way past you. And you see in this space all these like humongous muscular creatures lashing out. And the guard you found dead, you find him in the center holding like his hands like a claw, the non-human part of him, as he has a scientist in his hands, but like rips his throat open, drops to the floor, and then as his jaw comes out, and like all these kind of lizard-like muscular throat come around, and they all see you.
I'm going very quick.
They can't react to you, but they know you're there.
Okay.
And you go, and you come out on the other end, back in and out. If you were just going and out again,
Back to the bathroom.
back to the bathroom, and you see the lizard things in there tear robot part. And Damien comes out, runs, skids round, and he's got something in his hand, and he runs out these kind of back doors, and you see as it's like these kind of hinge doors. And you can see at the flat, you can see a spaceship starting to move, and you can see something through the doorway of this ship going, a white flare.
Let's see.
Thank you.
For once, I will
What?
observe.
You will observe as I sit, and time is everything, and everything is time, and I am nothing, and everything in time. I look and I see history, future, things that were, things that may be, and things that have not yet come to pass. Lord of the Rings.
Galadriel.
You're gonna rewrite Lord of the Rings.
Lord of time. Lord of time and space. I look back, I see a child running through a field of wheat. And then suddenly, tarmac. Going forever, extending, running ever faster, slower. Time is irrelevant. All that matters is the journey, and only journey. Water. It flows, it moves, it resides in a bowl. A bowl that vibrates and reappears in my hand as I undo the point of time at which the bowl is lost and bring it back to us now.
Wow.
You have a ball in your possession. Wow. Wow.
I will sit with it for now.
You're gonna sit in the ball.
Damien bursts through and goes, "What the fuck are you doing in my ship?"
I play the tape for him.
Yes, punchline.
Delete that now! You at least turn the ads off!
Oh, I'll turn the ads off. Yeah.
Still delete it! And you're just like, all this has happened, and like, it's such a big, powerful moment, you're like, arguing about ads. And it's like this godlike event. Doesn't matter.
Look, I get you won't be getting the revenue, but
Yeah.
trust me, it will save you a lot of time in the future.
Bursting out of that scene are these lizard creatures, and they like climbing on the ceilings and stuff like that, and they look at you. There's two of them, and one of them as the guard coming through, just reverting his pull back to it like a human hand.
Can I get to the doors?
The doors towards the ship. Yes, you can. Start
Right,
running.
yeah. Head for the doors.
Run! As these things are bounding after you, you're like running and sprinting for the door. And what are you guys doing in the ship? Are you?
Can we see him coming towards us?
You can see him towards you, and at this point, Damien's like pushes you out of the way with the ball. Get out of the way! And goes. Starts like checklisting all the things to set off the ship to take off, and starts to power up the engines.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
As you see Dr. Nick Lossinger running for his
Is there any way?
dolphin in arm running towards the ship.
Any way we can help him?
Yeah, actually, what would you like to do?
Moral support.
Moral support. Roll a humanity check.
Hey!
Oh god, drop me. Damn it.
You can do it. I believe in you. Sort
Just need
of.
a pass. Just need a pass.
Looking good.
Did you fail?
I won. I got 19. You can't do it. All right, stop.
Not a bad fail though.
Oh man.
It's a rolly fail.
Yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting on the ship then. I'm gonna.
Vittorio, what do you do while you hold this device?
Can I activate it?
As you do, the device that David has in his hand starts to go, and like this like chamber-like vial surrounded by a metallic, the same kind of metal that the ball is made of, to make a duplicate of the ball. He goes, "What the fuck just happened?" And they both start to go. As Nick Lossinger is still going through, are you doing anything with the ball?
Well, if I've activated it, then I'm just holding on to it.
You're just gonna tap into
Yeah.
set it off completely?
Yeah, we're going
Cool.
to go.
It's like, what is happening? As you start, the ship starts to load off, and you see these legends like scraping across the tarmac and leap. And I'm gonna say, I need you to roll a physical check to get into the ship.
I don't want to get in the ship.
Okay, what do you want to
I want to head for the monorail.
do? Okay. You head to the fence that is blocking with a crashed ambulance on the other side.
Oh.
The monorail is on the other side of this, but you'll need to get over this fence to get to it.
I will try.
Got a good physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do it.
Mediocre.
Oh, 17.
17, and your score is
It's 22.
That does it.
Yeah.
You go.
That's exactly it, isn't it?
Oh fuck! It is as well. That's exactly what I needed.
That's on
Yeah.
that's on
Wow.
the DC.
And you get over, you jump, and you go to the monorail as these things start to scale and slash through the wire fencing quite easily, and you're just like waiting at the monorail.
There's one just leaving.
It's delayed by 2 minutes.
No.
Oh, damn it.
If only you rolled a time flux.
And as you're waiting, as it's 2 minutes delayed, like most transport these days, always delayed, as you see the ship take off, and you see the white from like a kind of small port window, light flashing, and these two devices go, and he's taking off, and you're just outside the kind of, there's like a shielding that stops like the vacuum of space, and you pass through it, and as you shoot off. What time? Please all roll me 1d10, please.
Is that
We're
me
going
or
to start
not?
from you as well.
It's me as well.
No,
Oh,
we'll get you involved.
All right. Okay. I was gonna go and own the shop. 4.
7.
7.
It's the future.
Even more future.
More future. I'm going to say, Mr. Lossinger, how does he live out the rest of his days?
I would like to live out the rest of my days owning the whatever the shop was called. Sorry, whatever the shop was called.
You can
And
call it something different because you killed the original owner.
I'm going to call the shop The dodgy barb.
Okay.
We also sell alcohol as well.
Cool.
So,
May I ask how you get on with your next door neighbour, the cockroach?
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good friends. We often go out drinking.
Yeah. You find out his name is
Cocky.
Ray.
Ah.
Right.
Oh.
Yes.
Ray the roach ray.
Ray Bazaar.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have brought him along if I'd have
Become
known
best
that.
friends.
Can we?
He outlives you
much?
because he's a cockroach and they never die.
I want to sell the dolphin to someone.
Okay.
How much do you think I'd get for the dolphin?
Roll
Nice.
3d10.
13.
How much?
13.
13. What is the actual dice number?
733.
733. You sell it for 733.
Right. Yeah, that's a good amount. Yeah,
Just amount.
that's an amount.
Do
Yeah.
you mind if I also ask?
Sure.
Do you end up going back to school or university, getting any more graduation?
No, I just
moments?
run the shop.
Run the shop.
In my previous life in Australia, I ran a shop, very legal shop, of course.
Cool.
And
But you have to say it's legal. It's
Yeah,
not legal.
yeah, exactly. I know how you have to qualify it as illegal.
oh man, no, you're making this sound dodgy.
Jump to fence to be a fence.
Yeah.
So I'm used to running a shop. I mean, it's a bit difficult dealing with money because I don't have, the electronic hand that Barbara had. But I found a way around it. But I just use my charm. Yeah.
Okay. You guys teleport into a nebula with blue and pinkish colors, and at one of the port windows on the left hand side, both of you roll me mental checks.
Everybody dies.
13.
That is a 10 with a ton flux.
What would you like to use with your power? As you see on that side of the ship, Adam, and as you see Damien gulping, you see the universe collapsing in itself.
I'm looking at the other side. That's how I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you think the nebula is quite pretty. Ah!
Now,
That's good
okay,
view.
tell me this, because this might break all the rules. But I can go back 1 minute. But back 1 minute is back in time. Can I re-roll the time? A different time.
Holy
Oh,
moly.
shit! You see, you're like, I think we fucked up. And you go back and you re-roll your die. You were a 7, weren't you? No.
I was a 7.
Roll it again?
8.
Oh my god.
So technically we're
No.
at the end of time now.
You're right.
I'm still looking out the wrong window going, oh, dark, lads.
A star. Nothing.
There's one star, it's Damon's star.
That's very good.
Thank you.
There he goes. What's happened?
Welcome to hell.
That's what I'm rolling.
Can I just have one more thing happen? Just
Is it that it's another roll that one?
I promise. So
God.
as we sort of drift off into utter blackness, you hear Rule 74.
Oh,
As you go into, remember to bring water and snacks. Rule 75. It's just going off into the distance.
Fade out.
Yeah. I apologise.
Fucking genius. Thank you so much, guys. Obviously, more stuff broke. Actually, to be fair, not as bad as last time.
I took
feel it's a
damage.
slight improvement.
Yeah.
You took damage.
Good job.
Damage,
He's not
yeah.
a demigod.
Well, technically,
But
you,
I
took,
had-
He turned into God.
Yeah.
you took technically
broke
all the damage.
That's
Existence.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
So, with
Have a
that
good life.
in mind, folks, does the story continue? Or is this just the end? Thank you to my players, helping me kind of play test these things. It's getting better. It is getting better, and it's improving, and it's finding ways of like. It's good that it gets broken because then you know how to fix it. So, but these guys broke time, so there's that.
Whoopsie.
So whoops.
Whoopsie.
They break my game and they break time in the game as well. They just break everything. A bunch of classics. So, any parting words?
That's another rule, isn't it?
No, actually. Gary Guard signing off. LARPing as a ambulance member. I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be in this new universe, but I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
It turns out that now I have a whole new universe to design. There is much to observe.
Yet.
Much to do.
And we've had our epilogue from our professor over here. So,
Say, alright, mate. Alright, mate.
alright, mate, to you guys. Well, see you in the next High Flux or Down Under. See you there.
Oh, if the next one's in Australia,
Well,
that's
this
really mean.
hell. Yeah. You're not technically hell, apparently.
Black Void is Australia.
Yes.
We love you, Australia.
They actually did it! They broke the fucking universe! We're all gonna fucking die! We're not gonna even exist! Do you know what this means?